Came from a broken home. I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it. We'll feel some type of way. Why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. Something must be real wrong with me. Keep wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide, un peu indifférent, tu continues tout de même de montrer tes efforts. I'm trying to keep my heart in peace. I just can't think but the way that I feel. It's too hard to trust. I mess it up. I just can't risk you be falling like this. Oh, why do you keep chasing clouds? Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep it? You make me wanna change my mind.
in the wind, bending over backwards just to let you in. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I was putting in the I was putting in the hours. I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and never. I was putting in the
To the story, flip a coin and play your luck. Take a risk, but you might bust. You still went ahead and broke that trust. You don't know anything about me. Why you tryna play the game for free? Putting nightmares in my dreams, acting like you got the key. Wait, bound and lost, you never knew enough. I can see your ways and called your bluff. No control, I guess you lost the cuffs. A battle for the truth, I see the cards. Racing for the facts, you see the doors. Lies all through the smoke, don't take a pause. Say that you did, but you never knew me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. The whirlwind spins and loses control. You took me for a ride and a roll. You just thought you know me the most, but you don't know me better than me.
Play yourself, don't play me. Mars, Wolf, Vicstar, Jamie. Don't be confused, that's my G. Turn it up too, it's setting them free. Gas like who? Gas like me. Everybody push up your flashlights, please. You thought you knew, but wait and see. You don't know me.
You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You think you know me, but you think you know me, but you don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better than me. You don't know me better. You don't know me better
break it up, all this static running through my blood. Again, why do you waste your light on me? Out of luck, can I keep my head above this time? Again, feeling the ground collapse on me.
What is up, MCS? It is Nuki. It's Nuki behind the desk. And if you don't know who I am, you didn't get to see last night's stream. I did get to cast that, but I am going to be kind of bringing us in. Since it is Memorial Day weekend, we are a little bit short caster staffed, and that's okay. We will have casters for the last two series tonight. But for the first two, we are just going to kind of let the matches play out. But of course, we can't bring a stream in without at least a little bit of hype and a little bit of info of what's going to be happening tonight. So we're going to break down the schedule not too quickly here. Of course, we have some time before the matches actually begin. But our first matchup tonight is going to be Rochester Rhythm versus Kansas City Outlaws. And Kansas City playing twice tonight. They're also going to have Omaha Buffalo versus Kansas City Outlaws at our 6:45 p.m. match. That's going to be the second match. And then we also have Burnsville Inferno and the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Please forgive me if I've butchered that. And then we also have our St. Cloud Flyers versus Fargo Steelhawks. It's going to be a great series of matches through the evening. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure that all of our players are going to be ready shortly. Let's see here. What am I missing? What? Wait. It is Outlaws versus, yeah, Manchester versus Kansas City Outlaws. Is that interesting? Oh, we're gonna make sure that the players get loaded on here, and nobody else has given me any other information about what's happening here. Roster submission. Victory challenger. KC Outlaws. Am I missing something? Is it... Wait a minute. Rising Star. Outlaws. Is that our first matchup? No, that was... Man, everybody's got me confused here. But once we get players in, if they say it's the wrong team... Give me a minute here. We're going to look at the schedule. I'm going to play some music. I'm going to double check on what's going on. Be right back. Alright, I've got some stuff figured out, so it is gonna be so everything's good. Alright, we got our players here. Like I said, I'm not gonna cast for this match, so you are just gonna get to enjoy the good old scene of Rocket League and the sounds of Rocket League. So we're gonna see the Rochester Rhythm play up the Kansas City Outlaws. It's gonna be a good matchup. It should load up here. Is it doing it? Is it doing it? Oh, snap. Something broke.
What a save! keeper. What a play. What a save! A lovely header. A lovely header. Magnificent goal. What a save!
You with me? Beautiful. Once you get in. Nope, you're good. Once you get in. Beautiful. Let me know. I'm gonna pull us up right now. All right. Zoms is joining us, so we are going to be running casters now. Rhythm versus Outlaws. Appreciate him hopping in here. I'm trying to still set up some stuff in the background. Had some stuff break on me. Zoms, if you're here, if you want to take over.
Yeah, I could totally just take away for a little bit here as you settle in. Already a tough game for the Outlaws coming into this one with a sub, missing out on Haz here. But they're going to push forward and keep this game relatively close. But I will say Thermal leading this team with Papo and CT behind them. Such a powerhouse team. Starting off game one hot. Finding themselves with a 2-goal advantage. Papo even taking a shot. Thermal had to find a touch around Flow, but gets it to the backboard. CT with a shot saved away, just barely by Sherrado. Low boost, Divine just sends that one out, and they need a goal just about now to keep themselves in game one. Thermal's just going to throw it into the corner to whittle away the last few seconds on this clock. Maybe a chance for Sherrado. That chance goes wide, and their fates are sealed with game one here. That might be one more for the tally, but that one won't make a difference. Papo making it 3. Well played. Rhythm looking absolutely disgusting already, and I mean, going up against an Outlaws team, missing your core player, it is going to be extremely tough to break out and start offense, especially, with their literal main player. Divine doing a great job subbing up. I mean, on that goal line, getting 5 saves for himself. 3 more saves divided up between Sherrado and Flo, but I mean, if you're on the back foot all game, it's going to be hard to really get rolling. We're seeing so many shots come out from the Rhythm, and Outlaws only finding 1 for each player.
All right. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're good.
You're a little loud. I think we've got everything up and running again now. Appreciate everybody for hanging in there for some technical difficulties. Hopefully things run a little bit smoother. Double checking. Hey, looks like everything's rocking good. Let's rock and roll now. It's game 2 as Rhythm took the first one. It's gonna be such a good matchup here. Already, oh crap, I messed up on my end one more time. There we go, we're all set now. Ooh, an early shot trying to come out from Shirado, but not gonna hit the early shot at the side of the net. CT taking possession, Flo cutting him off quite early. And Rhythm haven't taken the first game. Looks like they're already pretty aggressive zones.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly a good sign from the Outlaws to already at least get some sort of offensive pressure. Last game, they were shut into their half the entirety of the game. Just getting out and having some offense might spark something, you know, maybe start a cascade, a waterfall of attacks, but already Papa, I mean, he's put back in the back foot. He's already pushing back, but Divine cuts this play off early, looking for the backboard. Thermal shuts it down. Papo relieving some of that pressure with what little boost he has, puts it back into the enemy corner. Flo just a little bit of a shaky touch, and now him and Shirado are stacked up. Divine cutting through, finding it clear. Thermal does his best to scramble, does get that boost on spawn, but the fake comes through and a 50-50 now. It's an awkward ball for Thermal. He has to do just about a perfect 50, and he does. Clears it out into midfield, and that offensive play comes to an end.
And now it looks like they've got CT backing up almost into a corner. Thermal, nice clear out. Charlotte taking possession, looking to grab the boost off the wall, following off the ceiling, but Papo quick to get up in the air, trying to maybe find an opportunity for a pass. Flo taking possession now, pushing it downfield. CT to the wall, taking it clear on out. A pass out to Papo, but not open enough to get it in. It's now back and forth just a little bit over, well, just a little bit under halfway through the match here. And Outlaws putting a lot of pressure on top of Rhythm right now. Oh, but an open breakaway. It could be the early shot, and it is. Thermal's going to seek it, and the first goal is going to go to Rhythm.
Yeah, great shot from Thermal off that challenge, and Divine just barely can't get back to that one. But even with that goal going in the back of the Outlaws net, I think they're still pretty happy with how this game is going, already finding as many shots as they had last game, which just means you're at least defending a bit more. Divine gets back to that one. That was a bit shaky. Thermal trying to press the attack even more, but Shirado gets a chance to break free. Sends it to the corner read. Gonna be shut down by Papo, and Thermal's lurking in the midfield. Can't quite get that touch. CT just gonna put this one over to Papo. Papo bringing it low 50-50 comes through. It's gonna be off the ceiling, maybe a shot. Blow at least gets beat out, but as Shirado claims this corner boost as his own, maybe he can start this into some offense. Trying to break it to the sidewall, but immediately Thermal keeps them in this defensive end, and that is just going to be a beautiful play right over the top of Flo, who has absolutely no boost to his name. Thermal being the clamp on offense that this Rhythm team needed.
Man, it looks like Rhythm are really in control of the situation. They were in control, it seems like, from game 1, having taken that one, coming into game 2, clearly with a lot of confidence, still in control of the situation, and it's really paying off, having a lead, and staying consistent on defense is definitely what's allowing them to keep that flow. Their turn for possession, but CT quick to shut that down, and it's an open cross right in front of the net, but nobody quick to follow from Rhythm. Thermal sending it another possible pass. Flo there again off the backboard to clear it. And Outlaws pinned up in defense, still holding extremely strong pop-out possession, sending it across. Still nobody to follow it. Rhythm have been making a lot of opportunities, and they've been able to capitalize on a lot of them. But there was about 2 or 3 right there that they haven't been able to. Outlaws still holding extremely strong on defense. We just need to see them convert. They need to be able to switch off of how much they've been on defense and put that onto offensive pressure. Hopefully we'll see that soon, Zon.
Yeah, hopefully they can find themselves some boost. They've been trapped in their corner for so long. There's not enough boost to go around. And there was about 2 minutes straight there where just all 3 players were starved or just barely got a corner and had to rush in for the challenge. And although they're getting, this is a nice long clear that they can maybe relieve some of the offensive pressure, but immediately it's back into their end. And I think at the end of the day, it just shows that how well the Rhythm are boost starting them. They just don't have a chance to really turn this into offensive pressure. Once again, Flo is diving at this ball, but with no boost to really find the touch he wanted. Now Divine has to commit even further. Sharado diving here. Flo maybe getting a chance to slow the pace down. He does, but the ball does get a little loose, and Thermal finds a way to insert himself in the play. Divine getting it past one, but into the corner, Sharado goes, and this is going to be backboard. It's dangerous, but Thermal, first one there, able to relieve this pressure and just keep it relatively safe. Around 40 seconds left in this one, and Outlaws still need 2.
Yeah, Outlaws still seeking, and Thermal looking to get there. It is gonna get there. CT gonna sneak a little touch in at the end to get the shot, but that puts Rhythm 3-0, and with 30 seconds left, Outlaws are gonna need a miracle to even have an opportunity to think of coming back. But I'm not gonna say that we haven't seen Rocket League miracles, but Rocket League miracles have happened before. But with 30 seconds and Rhythm still keeping pressure, not letting Outlaws have a breath of air to even swap, it's gonna seem like Rhythm might end up taking game 2. Down to 20 seconds, Flo still looking for an opportunity. Thermal pinching it to shut it down quickly. Sharado looking to the corner, and as the clock ticks down and the seconds finish out the match, I think Rhythm might have had just enough daggers to the back of the net to secure the win for game 2 here.
What a play!
Yeah, for Outlaws looking towards to game 3, it all starts with one goal. You know, they've had a hard time getting on their offensive front, and I was really looking at their stats, and especially their shots. In the first minute of this game, they found themselves 3, and since then, they've only been able to scrounge up one more shot. And I think just getting on the offensive front is huge, especially just, you need to find one goal. If you find one goal, maybe that'll be the spark that this Outlaws team need to really start popping off. But until then, Rhythm are happy to just sailing along, they're just cruising along this game right now. You know, 3-0, 3-0, back-to-back now, and they just look so solid. Defensively, offensively, they're keeping their boost totals high. When they are, in some high-pressure situations, they're dissolving it really well. This Rhythm team just looks so composed.
Yeah, 100% agree. We're definitely going to also have to see how they do going into the next series. We'll make sure to get that right away, because Rhythm, they're looking to seek and take it. They're looking to run away with it here. This game could mean victory for the series for them. And Outlaws, they're fighting. They got to fight for victory here to stay alive, have an opportunity to come back. And I've witnessed it last night, and we know in Rocket League world, it's 100% possible.
Oh.
It just depends on how well they play. Players jumping in and out right now.
We're going to be missing someone from the lobby.
Oh, we are missing somebody.
Probably just join back in just a moment, but that is true. I don't Outlaws play back-to-back on stream, so this isn't just for momentum for right now. They would love to just get a game or two. Divine Crash, give him a moment. Okay. Yeah, figure some sort of technical issue just happened, so he'll be back in just a second. We could cover. We can fill the spots, but I believe Outlaws are playing back-to-back on stream, right?
Yeah, they are. They're playing the next series too. That's going to be up against Buffalo. That's gonna be a fun matchup for sure. I mean, to stay on here too, the only thing is when you play and then you lose, it could be a little rough for you going into the next matchup, or it could be good because you're also fighting to win. So we'll have to kind of see how they decide to take either the win or the loss. You never know how it's still gonna go.
Yeah, and they're playing with the sub. I think they know that they're the underdogs here, especially with their first rounder being subbed out. They're just out here for fun. I know these guys pretty well. Flo, I was talking to him in advance. He knew that this was going to be an uphill battle from the start, especially going up against the Rhythm, who are in their own right a very solid team. Just all 3 players, they don't make mistakes really. And going up against a team like that with a sub, it is very large shoes to fill. So I think just getting to play, getting some games, and not just maybe getting a game, but maybe trying their best to win a series. That would be absolutely insane. I think if I had to guess, this Outlaws team's mental is probably just fine. I mean, I know Flo very well. He is a very just positive guy all around. So I would guess that they're going forward in a upbeat attitude. I could be wrong. He was having the worst day of his life, but I just think, you know, having back-to-back streams, why not just get out here and give it your best chance? Especially when you get 2 back-to-back. That's pretty rare.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, they're already doing exactly what we said they needed to do. They're flipping from the defense to the offense, and Flo is going to secure the first goal for Outlaws in game 3. And I mean, hey, an early lead in the first at the beginning of the game is always good. And to have that first goal, that's something they can definitely ride off of. We'll have to see how Rhythm decides to return that. I mean, already it looks like Flo going to follow up from Sherrado. Divine now following up as well, but Papa quick to shut that down. Rhythm trying to flip it around here. CT quick to follow. It's a pass up. Thermal almost there, but Divine, nice, almost own goal, but a nice shutdown. It still keeps Outlaws alive with that first lead. It's just about defense right now for them. If they can hold defense, and I know that they can, we've seen it, then it could be an easy victory right here.
Yeah, especially now that they know that they don't have to press anymore. If you just bunker up and Turtle, but why bunker up when you got flicks like that? Sherrado just barely held out by Turtle, but the attack is still going. 3 players at the commit of the goal line. Divine just barely shut out. The offense is continuing. This one's going to be off the ceiling just about. Sherrado can maybe find a touch here. Double up the corner. It's centered. Papo's there for the save. Thermal now trying to break out offensively, but what an absolute crazy play. This is what I'm talking about. Once you get 1 goal, it might just start a chain reaction the other way, and nearly extremely solid pressure from the Outlaws. The Rhythm somehow are so stoic on the goal line.
Saved by the keeper.
Looks like Outlaws still staying alive on defense as Rhythm tries to break on through, just find some type of opening, create an opportunity to get a goal here. CT gonna take possession, a pass out to Thermal. Thermal's already up, trying to get it past, and it's just a little shy. It bounces off the post. It's still an opportunity, but Flo, a nice shutdown. And Outlaws still able to manage to keep their lead after Rhythm still battering the defense, trying to break down their wall. And Outlaws still holding 100% strong here. CT, a pass out. Thermal's forward again, seeking for it, but no. Divine quick to get there. Papo looking for a shot. Flo and Sherrado there. Flo, we've seen him all over defense right now, and that's definitely something that's helped. They have been extremely consistent on defense right now.
Yeah, even despite these situations seeming almost hopeless at times, they're just doing just barely enough, securing the corners when they can. The boost totals are running low now. Flo has to make a crucial touch into CT. He finds a clinical double tap off the post. The defenders are going to be left helpless. That was a great play. Papo just fires it close post. Flo with no boost can't quite find the touch, and CT getting multiple rebounds off that sidewall. The defender is basically left helpless. What a goal.
Oh man, that worked out good. Ooh, Flo almost getting an early kickoff goal, but no, they were able to shut it down. Rhythm was able to convert. We just saw that happen, and they're still holding extremely strong. Thermal trying to catch it off the wall. That would have been a disgusting angle shot to get it across. Divine getting it right past one defender, but Thermal quick to shut it down. Thermal's been all over the field, and it's helped them out a lot by keeping, I mean, it got them that goal, keeping them from getting scored on again, and Outlaws now needing to try and get the lead that they had a minute ago. That Rhythm was able to shut down, and Papo trying to get another shot. Sherrado quick to catch it off and keep it off the backboard, taking possession, and now it looks like Outlaws are just trying to break away as well, even for how much Rhythm is battering them.
Oh my goodness, this ball is so dangerous in front of the net. They do well to break out, even securing the boost. Divine trying to bring this across the box. It's a bit dangerous. The Thermal pre-jumping gets a touch. Papo not quite ready. Back pass comes through, but Divine is like a hound dog just staying on it. It's going across the box. Thermal able to get the clear out to Papo. Papo, one more touch to relieve the pressure. Sherrado, not much boost for his name, but he pinches it out mid. Thermal's going to be the first one there. Chips it to the sidewall. Now putting it to the backboard, a little bit of space for Divine, taking it to the sidewall, dunked immediately by Papo, and as this one goes across the box dangerously, it's a tap in for CT Midlag, and the lead oh man, that the Outlaws have been holding on for dear life this entire game has slipped in the last 20 seconds. Nuki, is there any way they can fight back still?
Oh, it could be. There's 20 seconds, and you're right. Rocket League miracles, they happen every day. We see them in our own games. That just needs to happen for them, for this game, for them, this moment. And it almost did, but CT was quick to shut it down so early. Papo clearing it out. They're still searching for it. Divine having an opportunity, maybe getting a breakaway, but CT shutting it down. The ball's gonna hit the ground. Rhythm walking away with the series. Oh man, that was just Outlaws. They have to play again. That's crazy.
Yeah, well played in the Rhythm. Seriously, just such solid Rocket League, and just being really just unmovable wall everywhere on the field. Just not letting many mistakes go through. That just proves to be such a valuable asset in Rocket League. Outlaws couldn't quite get it done here, but they're gonna have one more chance on stream. So I think they're gonna have maybe a slightly better chance in that one. I know it's Omaha, correct?
It is, yeah, Omaha Buffalo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I believe Omaha, in my eyes, they seem like a team that has a crazy high ceiling. Like when they're popping off, they're going to be probably the best team in the league. But I also think when you're popping off a lot, that does leave a few gaps in your defense. Maybe that's a chance for the Outlaws to break through. Fortunately, I do have a couple games I have to go and play myself, so I won't be able to figure out how that one turns out until after. But I will still be predicting the Omaha, I think, or Omaha Buffalo for that one. But
well, yeah. I appreciate you joining me, Toms. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, I just want to hop in here for at least one game. I got to get out of here though, Nuki, and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good luck on your games. All
of course, I might be.
Oh, you left. We appreciate Zoms for joining us. So yeah, Rhythm versus Outlaws. That is your first matchup series tonight. Rhythm took it 3-0, and now Outlaws still have another series that they have to play. They're playing up next, so don't worry. Don't go anywhere, because soon you're gonna see them. Stick around. We'll be back.
While everyone's sleeping, I'm living my dreams. I got a calling that's so divine. Lord, take the wheel like 10 and 2. I'm losing energy, I'm overdue. I've been on the top ropes, hitting my pros. Watch me hit the power moves. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Been here, we done that. We done that. You all know what we came for. You all know what we came for. We been here, we done that. We done that. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, 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 energy.
I've been meaning to find a way to face that I'm not in a wires every day, trying to keep my head above the waves, staying alive. And I don't mean to be that guy, the one to push you to the side, and all the line and not the lie, you know. So when I leave your shit on red, and you're running cycles in your head, baby, I'm just trying to stay ahead. and I'm gonna regret some things I said. I don't want you to leave, so stay instead. And I paid a price. In the morning we'll both be good and gone, and the world will continue moving on. But I swear that there ain't no other one. Just stay alive. And I don't mean to be that guy, the one who push you to the side. And all the lie and not the lie, you know. So when I leave your shit alright, you're only cycles in your head. Baby, I'm just trying to stay ahead. Oh, just stay alive. I'm not saying you got to go. But it's something you got to know. Stay alive. Just stay alive. Just stay alive. Just stay alive. It's just something you got to know. Just stay alive.
We gon' make you move. We gon' make you lose. We gon' make you move. So baby, let's open tonight.
Let me get Let me get
We gon' make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more high. So baby, let's orbit tonight. We gon' make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more. So baby, let's orbit tonight.
Let me get
Let's lose our mind.
Let me get
Did we take it too far to say that we could not pretend now? Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold that's worth this waiting cold. And I want something that is real, something to make me feel alive.
Alrighty, you know my voice and you've heard it a lot tonight, and you're probably gonna get tired of it. But it's Nuki back on the mic here, and I'm joined with Cole, who, you're the GM for Outlaws, right?
Sure am.
Awesome, awesome, cool to get the GM of the Outlaws on here. I know that you got to watch their previous matchup and yeah, but I know I don't know. Did you get to talk to them about after that match and give them some words before this next series?
Unfortunately not. I was away from my PC watching their first game, but we were playing with a sub. Salary-wise, we didn't have our top player that first game, and it's going to be the same the second one. So a little bit unfortunate there. I am expecting a much better series this second time around as the players get adjusted to each other. I feel like I saw a bit better of gameplay as the series went on from them, despite not winning a game in the last one. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table for this next one, at least.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be good. I'm excited for them too. I bet you they're gonna come back with a punch and a powerhouse, and it's gonna be against the Buffalo, the Omaha Buffaloes. I got to see them perform recently. They did pretty good. We know Rob, the GM, is playing on that team, and it's gonna be a pretty good matchup. And so hopefully, when everything gets set underway, we'll get into it. But I mean, Cole, you're the GM for Outlaws, so there's probably a little bit of bias. But who do you think's gonna win this next one? I'm kidding.
Well, I've personally scrimmed directly against this Omaha Buffalo team, despite being a premier GM already this season, and they're not too bad, which says a lot when playing a premier player. So I expect them to be pretty good. I've also heard they're a pretty volatile roster, so not sure what they're exactly going to be bringing today. But I know they can be good, and they're currently sitting at 5th in the standings prior to their first game today at 6. Not exactly sure how that has went, but I expect them to be a really good roster. It's going to be a tough matchup, especially for my team that's down a man playing with the Rising Star up player. So I would love to say that my team would win, hopefully in Game 5 if we can make it there. But I do expect the Buffalo to probably prevail here.
Really? Okay. Okay. So we are talking about Buffalo being strong. I know that they are a pretty good team, but I mean Outlaws, they were performing pretty good in the last matchup. Yes, it is. Lobby is up. It does look like Toronto took care of that. Okay, sorry. Just trying to make sure everything's running on my end. It's a little tricky to multitask sometimes, but it'll be a fun matchup. I guess on my end, you know what? I'm gonna say Outlaws. You know, I think they're gonna come kick in.
Love
I'm gonna
that.
say that I'm gonna say that the Outlaws are gonna come kick in and gonna perform really good after their match series. But I will say something. All right. You know, I know Rob, and I know that he's really good. So I know that it's going to be a bit of a battle between these two teams. So it's going to be a fun set of series. You know, we honestly probably will see a Game 5. But of course, you know, that this is the series that's going to start soon. Previous series, it was Rochester Rhythm versus your team, the Outlaws. That went 3-0 towards Rhythm. And then now we have Omaha Buffalo. The next series is Burnsville Inferno versus the Bemidji, right? Is that right? Lumberjacks?
Bemidji Lumberjacks, yes.
Bemidji Lumberjacks. Now, you know, I don't know how that matchup's gonna go, but I'll be here to of course see it. So but of course I don't know if you'll be here, Cole, but I know that it'd be cool if you gave me a prediction. Who do you think's gonna take that one?
That's a really tough series to predict. Those teams are currently sitting 13th and 15th out of 16 teams in the standings. So two teams that aren't really doing too great. I would say Bemidji might have a tiny bit of an edge. They are the only team from those two that has won a series. So I'm expecting a bloodbath out of that one. Give me 3-2, and I'll just have to side with the Lumberjacks here, the team that's won a series. I'd love to side with the Inferno, but you know, having a winless roster so far, especially going on stream in a stressful environment, I'll take the team that's won a series.
Hey, okay, that's understandable. That's an understandable take. But you know what? I watched Inferno play, you know, last night, and I know that's a different roster, but I bet you this roster here is gonna be a beast. So I'm gonna say Inferno is gonna take it. You know, I'm gonna, you know, you might. We're just kind of back and forth on this, you know. But I think Inferno, matching back what I saw on the screen here, is gonna take that one, and hopefully soon we'll also get to see who takes the matchup between Buffaloes. I am gonna make sure everything is set up here. As we know, it's going to be a heck of a matchup.
Yeah, it looks like we got teams in the lobby too, so I think they are ready when you are. If
they are ready when I am.
suspect correctly, Nuki.
I'm double checking to make sure everything on my end is prepared, because I didn't want any more of those unfortunate mess ups that I provided to everybody previously. So I'm gonna make sure that cameras are set up as well. I'm pretty sure this was divine. I'm hoping it is. We'll see shortly. But yeah, if they want to load in and they're ready to go, let's do this. If you want to bring us into this one, Cole, since it is your GM, you're the GM for this franchise.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see the game. Players are joining into the lobby. Super excited. This will be like the first time I've watched my team play in game with them before, because I've always watched streams where they've been off stream. So excited that they know that I'm in the lobby and watching them, and hopefully they perform their absolute best and give me a series win.
It would be awesome if they could do so, and I would love to see it happen. We'll definitely have to see how it goes, and it kind of already looks like Outlaws are taking a lot of control of the field right now. Divine looking for an early push to Flow. Shirado to follow, but it's just a little short to the side. Outlaws already looking pretty strong coming out of the gate. We're gonna have to see definitely how this goes for them.
Yeah, that's something I actually very commonly see with our Rising Star team. Divine is one of our Rising Star roster players, and they are a fantastic Rising Star team. I think they're top 4 in the standings right now. But if you watch any of those games, an awesome shot comes through. Great save, though. Those games are just constant pressure by my Rising Star Outlaws team. So I'm not surprised to see that come right out of the start. But as we just saw with that last one, another common theme is they like to hit the post a lot. But Divine finds the first one. We're not hitting the post this time.
Woo! Divine, you giving us the okay on that one after getting the shot. Oh, we're gonna have to pull that one up. Oh man, I wish I could have gotten that. That would have been awesome. But he giving us the okay sign for that shot. We'll see it on the replays later. That was solid right beneath the crossbar, and that gives Outlaws the first goal for game one. This is good. This is always good, having a little bit of momentum early on in the game. It shows confidence, but of course confidence can always be a little bit of a downfall if they get too comfortable. Rob's going to take it to the sidewall, try and follow it up. Divine quick to shut him down. Chris quick to follow, out to Rob. Possible 3-man play, but Swishira not able to follow it up in time. Wait, a solo play is going to give Buffalo the lead. I think there was some bumping going on in the net there. I couldn't tell. Oh, it does look like there was a little bit of bump. It looks like Chris got Flo, and it put them out of position. And now Buffalo tied up with just a minute, or 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in game one.
Yeah, that was really good play recognition by Chris, just to go and follow through on your first man attempt with a bump, see if you can cause some disturbance in the force, and it worked out for him.
Like Swish trying. Oh wait, no, Shirado. Sorry, Shirado trying to get it, but Swish was on the back wall to defend. The ball hits out to Chris. Chris banging it far, trying to maybe hit Swish, but Flo was able to shut that down in time. And Outlaws really trying to take control of the field again after Buffalo's shortly responded from their 1-0 lead that Outlaws had. Chris looking to put it in, but it just shy, and it hits the corner. Divine clears it out to Flo, who is looking for the breakaway shot, but Swish able to cut back in time, get the save. Shirado looking to possibly pass it. A nice 50 with Chris. Keeps it into the hands of Rob, who tries to send to the wall, but Flo able to see what Rob was doing, shut him down quick. Chris looking to hit it, but Shirado quick to shut him down. Outlaws have been a beast on defense, and they are doing everything they can to get from defense over to offense right now.
Oh, and Divine almost sneaks one in. I love how even this series or this game has been so far, especially with like what I was talking about before with the Outlaws playing with the Rising Star sub. It's nice to see confidence right out the gate, and that is a beautiful double tap. Flow from over half field on the pass from Divine. That is just a beautiful shot, beautiful placement. Nothing Chris or Swish could really do there.
That's what is getting Outlaws in the lead. And honestly, I think they are taking from what they had last series and kind of putting it into this game to try and take it as quick and as fast as possible. I guess that's the same thing, quick. But ooh, Swish trying to follow it up from a save from Divine. They're not able to get there in time. And Outlaws just needing to hold defense in order to take the first game. Rob looking to set it down, but the demo from, oh my goodness, I don't know who that was, but they kept that from going in, and that was absolutely insane. And then Outlaws looking to follow it up. That's their their two-goal lead. 3-1 now for Outlaws over Buffalo. Divine being an absolute beast right now, feeling confident. He's laughing up there.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier with the play that Chris made, where it's always a good idea as first man, if you're done with your play and the ball ends up behind you, but just follow through, see if you can pick off some bumps. And Shirado doing the exact same thing there, just leaving it for his teammate behind causes, you know, a wide open net on a specific side, and as long as you hit it in the right spot, it's an easier goal more often than not.
56 seconds left, and Outlaws are looking to take the first game. If Buffalo can't get 2 more goals on the board to tie it up at least. Rob looking to follow for an open goal, but no, it's just a little shy, and Chris was trying to get there in time to put it in, but unable to get there. Swish taken right over the net, trying to prevent anybody from Outlaws to get another goal with 30 seconds left. Outlaws holding incredible defense. It seems to be what's keeping them alive, and it seems to be what's keeping them in the lead. They're still pushing forward. Flo for an optimal shot, but Chris with a nice save. And it looks like the Outlaws are sitting extremely comfortable here with game 1. Oh my goodness, Flo off the ceiling to follow it through. 3-goal lead is what's going to give them the first game win.
I'm starting to wonder, obviously I as the GM of the Outlaws have a little bit of information behind what may have happened Series 1, but I know for sure this Outlaw team got on pretty late. Flo's at his cabin this weekend, so he's playing on cabin Wi-Fi, like just arrived at his cabin for the first series like 5 minutes before. So really what I'm seeing is I think the Outlaws are just heating up. They're getting used to each other. It's not the same roster as they see all the time. And I did look at score report earlier, and the Buffalo did end up losing their first series 3-1 to the Minneapolis Miracles, who prior to this week did not have a series win. So Omaha looking to find their stride in this first game here, and they're going to have to do it quick because I think the Outlaws are coming out with pace, and if they keep it up, it could be dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to check in on those replays though, because Divine managed to get a nice pocket right in. We'll see him do it. Look at that okay. Both bottom left, right corner. He's feeling comfortable, and honestly, it looks like the whole team's sitting and feeling extremely comfortable overall. So we're definitely gonna have to see how the next series. Or not next series, the next set of games go, because with Outlaws in the lead, like I was hoping for, we're going to have to see how Omaha decides to respond to that.
Yeah, I think we're both hoping for it now, Nuki. Like I said, I wasn't sure exactly how this series would end up going, but after that first game, my franchise here is giving me immense confidence, and I just want to see him continue to play that way. As Chris with a beautiful tap in there from a really nice pass from Rob. Not really sure what happened there on the Outlaws side. Just kind of watching the ball, and in challenger level like this, doing that probably isn't going to turn out your way most of the time.
It does look like Buffalo taking the early lead now in this game, sitting a little bit more comfortable than they were in the first one. But Outlaws, you know, I'm sure they're going to come back. They're still going to have a lot of confidence. Flo looking to take the first goal for Outlaws and tie up to Buffalo. So early goals, 2 goals within the first 30 seconds from both of these teams. They're both probably feeling a little bit more comfortable. You know, Outlaws having taken the first game, feeling extremely comfortable with how they were playing. And Buffalo probably shaking off the dust a little bit. Now looking to be a little bit more aggressive. A pass out to Rob. Is he going to seek it? It is in and for Buffalo. They're taking the lead. They're coming out strong and swinging. And it does seem like Outlaws now have a bit of a game on their hands.
Yeah, I could tell a little bit early into that play that probably wasn't going to end up well for this Outlaws team. Flo, the only one back with boost, and trying to challenge early there like he did kind of just leaves open that mid player, and Rob able to just get an easy tap in.
Looks like Chris with an AK trying to set it up for Swish, who was shut down quite quickly from the defense of Outlaws. And really, Outlaws are doing a great job rotating back to defense, converting it right back into offensive pressure. And Buffalo, though, they're sitting extremely comfortable with their 1-goal lead. It's a bit of a cushion. If they can hold defense extremely well, that can be all they need to take this game, set themselves comfortable in series score. Swish trying to get there. Chris with a quick follow. It's going to go to the side. Swish tried to follow it up, but a nice clear out keeps Outlaws out of dangerous territory. Divine sending it far up. Rob quick to the back wall. Instead of banging it out, takes possession. A musty over the head of Divine. I was not prepared for that. That was nice mechanics and a great time to pull him. Divine to quick shut that down. Chris with an AK, taking it off the wall, taking possession now, trying to get it past Flo. Flo with a nice 50. It's giving Outlaws an opportunity, but Sherrano just a little low on boost, unable to get there in time to get the ball to the back of the net. Outlaws playing extremely good though right now, Cole.
Yeah, a lot of offensive pressure. And of course, right as we say something, the Buffalo are able to clear it back out into the opposing end. But yeah, like I said, the Rising Star team likes to do something very similar to this, where they hold off from offensive pressure for ages and ages. They just have a problem with hitting it into the back of the net. They absolutely love banging it into the crossbar, into the post. And as a GM watching them, it's super stressful, just hoping one of those goes in, especially when you know, dang, this team is really good. They just can't break through, and it ends up giving the other team chances. So at some point when you hold pressure like this, you have to think about taking some time, find the open gaps in the defense, so you're not just banging random shots at the net all the time, and making sure actual quality shots come through more often than not.
Makes sense. I'm sure at times you're probably clenching up there, and you know your muscles a little bit whenever the ball gets close to the net or you see something happen from Outlaws. So I can only wonder and imagine how it feels for you. But Flo having an opportunity. That was going to be close. It was almost an opportunity for them. Divine quick taking possession, trying to put the defense off their kill turn. Flo quick to follow. A bump following from Divine puts Rob just a little off. But Chris quick to follow it up. And the defense of Buffalo has been extremely consistent, able to recover quite quickly, get back in position, get the ball out of dangerous territory. Been great to convert back on offense, and Flo trying to take for a possible solo play. Maybe the double. That was a sharp angle. Would have been disgusting if that went in. Buffalo now looking to take another one in an unfortunate. Wait, swish. Oh no, off the post. It clears it out. Flo taking possession. Could be a conversion. The possible double. No, it falls a little short. Outlaws fighting with a minute left here to get the next goal to at least put it to overtime.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I love the pressure that my team is able to provide here, but like I said, it becomes a little bit too much at times, and they got to be careful on that back line as Flo passes it right directly middle. Not really sure where the Buffalo were there on the back end, but a beautiful pass, being able to follow that one up just super quick. Chris just lost on the back line, and a great pass from Flo. Nice tap in from Divine.
Yeah, that was a gross pass play, and that gives them a nice tie-up. Oh, it could be a kickoff opportunity, but a nice save. Oh, a nice save keeps Outlaws from going down quick, and they still have an opportunity to fight back with 30 seconds. A pass from Divine down to Flo, but no, they were able to clear it out. Buffalo was, that is. Now with 28 seconds left, they have to be able to get a goal, or it's going to be going to overtime. And a pass from Divine, no, sorry, not Divine, a pass almost gave them an opportunity to do so. 15 seconds, we could be seeing a game 2 overtime, especially after Buffalo had such a nice carry up to the lead. Sherrano looking to follow, but Chris, a nice save off the backboard. It keeps Buffalo from going down in game 2 as well. But the ball hasn't hit the ground yet. It's still alive. It goes out. It's popped up. Swish, though, sends it down, and we're into game 2 overtime.
Love to see it. Love to see it. However many overtime games we can get as a good pre-jump comes out from Divine. Like I said, a lot of pressure. They got to be careful at times, especially in overtime now. First goal wins the game. Sherrano now looking to bring it into the offensive half. Swish, taking it back. Not really much boost to play with. Chris looking for a mid pass. This is a dangerous opportunity, but Sherrano's there.
Swish looking to get there, follow a nice save, but the pocket from Rob Belichick is what puts it through. And it looks like the Omaha Buffalo have given us a game to watch. It's now tied on series score. We still have 3 game possibilities here, and it only takes 2 more to win it from either of these teams. We're definitely going to have to see how they perform coming into the next set of matches here, especially after Outlaws had the first game, and it was in their fingertips here in the second one, but it just barely slipped right on through. And we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, teams are asking for a server change. Not sure exactly what the rules are, but I think if both teams agree and switch. All right, I think we're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna move over to East servers. Like I said, Flo's playing from his cabin all the way up north or wherever the heck it is. But obviously want to give the players, as long as they agree to it, the best experience possible. You know, playing on 80 ping can be a little gross sometimes, especially if you're on cabin Wi-Fi. That might spike into the hundreds every time or so. But despite that, I feel like Flo has had a pretty good start to the series. I feel like both teams have. I've loved what I've been able to see. Both teams taking a game. I love a good neck and neck series, especially with one of the games going to overtime.
Yeah, we'll definitely be looking for the good possibility, or a good a good possibility of a match now that we have this 2-2 matchup. And yeah, seeing a game 5 overtime would be absolutely insane. Waiting just for this quick lobby reset, especially with a little bit of technical difficulties. We're gonna get right back into our next match if my computer doesn't crash on me. Nope, almost did though. It doesn't like me tonight. Yeah, match 3 now, and it's tied in series. Buffalo versus Outlaws. Outlaws haven't played the first game or the series earlier. And then having the first game, they're really in it for a good fight. And, you know, it's good to at least see them have this game on the board now, because they're going to feel a little bit more confident coming in here. I tried to play it slow there, but Chris, quick clear out. Rob and Flo meeting right up in the air. And a nice clear out. Could be the first goal for Swish. And Buffalo's going to be 1 on the board quite early on. And we saw that happen earlier in the last game, I'm pretty sure. And then, you know, Outlaws, they're going to respond quickly. We've seen it happen. We'll just see how it has to happen. Tell me what you think,
yeah,
Cole.
I talked about the over-aggression a little bit earlier from the Outlaws, and that was prime example of it. Just got a little bit too carried away with moving up into the offensive end before it was really the perfect time to be doing that. And that's a weakness that I see out of this team right now, and it gets punished right away, so it's up to them to try and figure that out. But with that comes with a lot of shot opportunities like we've seen before. And as long as the Buffalo can keep a good rotation on the defense, make sure people go one at a time in our positioning for outlet passes, I don't see why the Outlaws could just take the rest of these games as Sherrado finds an open net himself from the sidewall all the way from midfield. I was yapping about something different, so I didn't really see how this happened, but nobody really back for the Buffalo as Swish was rotating a little bit far away from the play, and we are tied up with a little over half of the game to go.
That was a nice pocket for Sherrado to tie it up. Yeah, quick return. Ooh, Swish looking for the open, but Sherrado, a nice return to get a great save. Keeping the game still tied up. Chris still not letting it go for Buffalo, though, as they keep the pressure. Rob still seeking to put it past them. It is going to bounce off the corner. Chris had an open. No. but it was just a little shy. You could see him go, oh no there. You could tell that it was just a little bit, he was just a little bit too far to the left. That would have been a great opportunity for Buffalo, and Outlaws really been able to capitalize on the opportunities that Buffalo have given them. And still, Outlaws have been able to create their own opportunities, so it's been a great set of matches. It hasn't been just a runaway, and Buffalo hasn't really been able to run away with it. They've really had to put up quite a fight against Outlaws, and I was expecting it to be a little bit different, but it seems Outlaws are really giving Buffalo a run for their money.
Yeah, and you know me as the GM of the Outlaws, I love to see that. Especially with the Rising Star sub and Divine, like I had talked about before. But like I said, Buffalo losing their first series of the day can maybe come in with a little bit of lack of confidence. But despite that, we got an even series with Flo trying to look for Sherrado middle. A good double tap opportunity, especially with no one on the backboard, but Rob able to find that one right before the double comes through, and Flo off the post. That shot kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, now looking to keep it in. No boost, though, from the Outlaws side. Sherrado trying to block the Buffalo from getting into their half. A big miss there from Rob. Gives an opportunity for the Outlaws here. Trying to figure out who's going to go next. As Divine gets a middle. But Rob is there to take it away.
Looks like Buffalo really trying to flip from defense to offense, as Outlaws have really been putting some pressure here. Flo keeping it right past Chris with an AK, but it doesn't look like Rob was almost able to get it cleared until Divine had a nice opportunity for a shot. Outlaws still keeping great pressure. Rob now taking it out to Chris. Chris trying to take possession, does get it past Flo to the corner. Maybe a new opportunity for a pass, but Divine got there fast enough and shut it down. Swish quick to follow though, trying to set another opportunity back up, and Rob's there, but with low boost is unable to get it past. And it looks like Buffalo scrambling to try and get another goal on the board. And it's not what I was expecting to see. Rob having the opportunity, but Sherrado with barely a lot of boost got a nice save there, and it's keeping the game tied at 1-1. We're either going to see an overtime here, or the next goal is probably going to be the dagger for the game. We'll have to see which team takes it, as both of them are fighting so hard. Sherrado almost had a shot there. Pass from Flo, still sets it up, but Swishira taking it. A pop-up, Divine. A great defensive save, but Chris, a nice follow-up with the pass through from the corner from Rob. And that puts Buffalo in the lead. That could be the dagger for Game 3.
Yeah, I love the back and forth Rocket League that we're seeing. It feels like no team's ever out of it in any given game, especially with the series as we have it tied 1-1 right now. But Outlaws in a position with 20 seconds left, 15 now, where they really need to get a goal. They need to stretch forward like they were before, get super aggressive, and not able to do it as Swish finds the dagger for Game 3. And the Buffalo are looking primed and ready to take a 2-1 lead heading into Game 4.
Yeah, they are looking very, very confident and comfortable right now, and that's pretty not uncommon, as you might say, especially after having taken Game 2, coming into Game 3. You can kind of run a little bit more confidently into this game, and even though the ball hasn't hit the ground yet, with a 2-goal lead, it's not possible to come back from that right away. But there still is an opportunity, because there's still 2 more games for Outlaws to play. There's still plenty for Outlaws to play and take this game still. We'll just have to see how they perform.
Yeah, definitely not out of it. Like I said, super close series so far. I think each team has traded blows each game. But like I said before, I feel like the Buffalo, as long as they hold on defense and play really solid rotationally back there, the Outlaws have been bound to overcommit at any given time. And as long as they can capitalize on that, they looked ready to take a Game 4 win here, but we'll have to see as the kickoff goes through the Buffalo with immediate pressure. Chris looking ready for a bounce double tap. You've seen a couple of those in the past, especially in RLCS, but not coming through there, but a really good opportunity nonetheless. Rob beats Shirado, taking the ball over the midfield. The flow is there, turning the tides as the Rangers try and find the first goal of this game. Shirado now looking to find a second touch off the wall, gets it middle. Rob shuts it down, looking to bring his team into the offensive half, and does. Shirado though controlling. Chris with the dunk. These teams are pretty even so far, Nuki. I know your team you picked earlier was the Outlaws. Do you still believe in them despite being down a game and on match point?
Oh man, you put me on the point here. You know, honestly, they really have had some great performance coming out here. They've put up a fight all the way through, and you know, Buffalo just had some good opportunities in the last game, right at the last couple seconds, to take the lead, and Outlaws really held them. And I think they can. I think they might push through. I think they might come out early on, hold through, and take the victory here. But we'll definitely have to see. They're already putting pressure. Shirado looking for Divine, gonna push it through, and like I said, they're gonna take the first goal here in Game 4, trying to take the early lead, and all it means now is defense, defense, defense. If they can just hold that, they can walk away with Game 4, because they're already on the board in the lead. Now it means Buffalo, they are going to be putting up quite a fight though. Going to be trying to get that next goal on to at least tie it up, and they're in it to win it here. If they take this game, they take the series.
And Chris now trying to look for something. Shirado with a really nice clear, looking for a double tap opportunity, but Divine says no, I'm taking control of that one. Unfortunately brings it back into his own end. Rob now trying to find a pass middle, does get the touch. Nobody there for the Buffalo though, so we look to play in the midfield. Flo all in his lonesome. Swish with a really good pass, just couldn't connect with his teammate there. Now the team's looking to regroup. Shirado with a nice 50. Can't get it past Swish though. Swish finding the mid pass. Rob not quite there. Doesn't want to overcommit too much on a ball that's not worth it. Shirado now looking to bring it into the offensive half. Divine following it up. This is a good mid pass opportunity. Flo doesn't feel comfortable going for that one. You were talking about that a little bit earlier, Nuki, where all they have to do is hold on now, just play good defense. And it looks like they've been learning a little bit from the over-aggressiveness in the earlier games. A nice switch up in the tactics as well. Could definitely throw off the Buffalo, as they're probably used to a more offensive heavy attack. As Flo now tries to find a shot, goes missing. This is a dangerous opportunity for the Outlaws. Shirado though gets it behind back post, and Flo comes out of nowhere, blocking a really good shot opportunity from the Buffalo.
That was an insane save. That was nice. It still keeps Outlaws in the lead here. Like I said, defense is what can keep them from falling out and can take the game here. And they're still doing a great job of trying to get another goal on. They're putting the pressure on Buffalo, and they're doing a great job at it. Flo seeing the net again, puts them 2 goals in the lead now. Buffalo's 0. With a minute and 36 seconds in Game 4, man, we've been talking about it. You know, Game 5 overtime, we could see them take it. And I think, you know, they're really pushing, they're fighting for that Game 5 overtime, and they're showing every bit of their skill for it. But, of course, Buffalo not letting up at all, and Swish giving an opportunity for somebody to put it in, but Shirado positioning themselves for a nice clear. Divine taking it down the field, still following with it, trying to get it through as they saw the opening. Wait, Flo still has a flipper set knock. Couldn't follow it up as Swish quick to shut them down and take it to the left side. We're seeing some great plays from Outlaws right now, and they're just needing to hold this 2-goal lead, and we're going into Game 5.
Seconds left on the clock.
And 1 minute remaining. Love the back and forth gameplay that we've seen all game, and I've been really impressed. You know, I've been talking a lot about how the Outlaws are just, my team just has has it in them to be hitting the post and the crossbar all the time, but two really well-placed shots have bode well for them so far. Really good opportunity. The aggression is there, but Sherrado hits it off the post, and now the Outlaws have to play good defense here as the Buffalo try to turn the tides. Sherrado now trying to get the ball out. Flow up, Divine up as well, an awkward double commit. Chris taking advantage of it, getting it on the offensive half for the Buffalo. Sherrado now trying to look to bring it on the offensive half himself, but a lot of midfield plays. Divine rips a shot. Sherrado's there, or not Sherrado, Swish. Swish is there. And we got 3 seconds left, and I think we're going to a Game 5, Nuki, and we've been manifesting the Game 5 overtime, and it's just been such a back and forth series that I feel like it's bound to happen. But the tides have really turned. I feel like we've seen some really aggressive, solid Rocket League this past game from the Outlaws. We've seen some really good Rocket League early in this season from the Buffalo as well. So I'm ready for a heavyweight battle going into Game 5.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a great series. Game 5 between Buffalo versus Outlaws, and it's gonna be, yeah, you're right, it's gonna be quite the battle. I mean, we saw Buffalo really try, but Outlaws really ran away with that game. And you know, I see them sitting extremely comfortable here in the next one as well, and it's going to give them a lot of confidence to be able to run with and continue forward into this Game 5, where it's now either team's victory for this series. This game means it all. Win, take it. Lose, walk away. And Flo already trying for an early double. Gonna see it. And Divine's just either disgusted or I don't know what's happening there, but I was hoping that was a reaction from Divine, because that was an insane shot from Flo to take us right off the gate.
Well, of course he's disgusted, Nuki. That was gross. A beautiful shot from Flo. A nice double tap. He's gone for a few of those already this series. Has gotten a couple of them too. And the Outlaws strike first really early into the game. We've seen a couple of games this series already with super early goals. It's just up to whoever can play the full game all the way through, play well the entire time. And geez, I wasn't ready for that. A shot comes through from Sherrado. Divine now trying to look to make something happen. Swish says no. Not today, as that's an awkward shot coming through from Sherrado. Rob there, though, looking to control. That one's going to go off the crossbar. Divine almost finding a second goal for the Outlaws, and what the heck? It's wide open. Rob with the counterattack just finds an open net.
That's going to be the breakaway possibility. It's now tied. It's been a minute of Game 5, and both teams have scored. So we're back to just as even of a playing field we've been on all night, and it's still anybody's game here. Sherrado looking for another early score again with some insane mechs that they've just been pulling out of their pocket here in the last game, doing everything they can. And Rob, Swish, and Chris, I don't know if they were expecting it because they've been working really hard to get the conversion. Swish looking to follow it out to Rob, and it is going to be pushed on through. A nice pass play for Buffalo now gives them the lead here in Game 5. They're not wanting to let this go that easily. They are locked in. If I was to cut in right now to all of these players on Buffalo, they are locked in, and they are not wanting to give it up this easily.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. Game 5, got to have the game face on. And a really nice play there. I feel like the Outlaws were really awkward on that play, and just really good play recognition from the Buffalo, taking advantage of an opportunity when it presented itself. And they have the lead. Sherrado now looking to find Divine in the midfield. A little bit too far out for Divine to reach it, but Flo keeping it in. Chris a bit awkward as Rob looks to turn the tides as he brings it into the offensive end, going for a ceiling shot. Hit a little bit hard there to follow up, especially with low boost as the ball doesn't quite land in front of the net. Sherrado now getting a big clear. Flo looking to follow it up, wins the 50. This is like a 3-on-1 opportunity, but Chris blocking the play from one that looked like it could be a disaster for the Buffalo. Swish now taking control. Chris takes it high. Can't quite do anything with it, especially with low boost. Outlaws looking a little awkward now, really low on boost as well. Swish looking to get it in the midfield. A nice 50 though from Divine. And he pinches it off the ceiling out. Low now, looking to take it himself. Kind of awkward off the wall. And when it bounces down like that and no one is ready, Swish was ready to pop it in the net himself.
That was kind of a disgusting little play there from Chris and Swish to put Buffalo 2 in the lead now. We're just under halfway left, and Outlaws now happening to have to kind of work themselves up this hill. It's like the car ran out of gas, and they're happening to have to push it up the hill, and Buffalo are sprinting with it. It just depends on who's going to take it next. But Divine looking for it. A nice save from Chris. That was really, really good to keep Buffalo from happening to have less of a cushion that they have now with this 2-goal lead. And if they can keep this and hold it, they'll walk away with the series. Flo trying to follow it through. Rob, a nice save. Currently, it just seems like Buffalo, even though they're being forced on defense, even though it's hard for them to get any room to breathe, to move forward for offense, they're not frowning upon it. With a 2-goal lead from Chris. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's just locked in. He's just so focused. And Rob's laughing it off. It's a 3-goal lead now for Buffalo. And a minute and 30 seconds left. Outlaws, they've really got to make something happen here.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful angle from Chris. I mean, props to him there. Of course, taking a shot from that spot on the field is pretty uncommon, and be able to do it with the ease is beautiful to see. But Outlaws now, yeah, with about a minute left, got to make something happen. This might be clowning on him before for being way too over-aggressive. I think it's now the time to start doing that, as you need 3 goals with a minute left. And Rob almost getting the air dribble bump attempt off on Flo. The nice defense sends it a little bit high. Chris now, this is a really good pass into the midfield. Divine ready and beating. I don't know if this one's gonna fall in. It's a little bit high, and Chris wins the race to the ball.
And it kind of just looks like Buffalo now sitting so comfortable, so confident, and with 30 seconds left, could be running away with this entire series that Outlaws have fought so hard for. Put it all the way to Game 5 after taking Game 4 2-0. And with 20 seconds left, Buffalo are about to run away with the whole set of games here. Trying to get one more. Chris looks for the back post, but it's just a little bit too high up. And Sherrado looking for the clear away. He's going to get the breakaway goal, but with 7 seconds left, I'm just afraid it's not going to be enough. And I think Buffalo really did a great job here and ended up taking up the series tonight. But Outlaws put on quite a performance through the entire evening. They were our first series, they were our second series, and the second series, man, they put on some games. And Cole, the GM, to be here, I mean, honestly, I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I'm really proud of them as the GM. Like I said a billion times already, playing with the Rising Stars sub and getting one at the last second there. Nice read from Sherrado. Yeah, really proud of them no matter what. They played with the sub, they did really well. Hanging in there all the way into Game 5, losing just by 1 goal. I feel like they grew a lot through the night, especially getting swept by a Rochester team early in the night. It's really hard to bounce back from something like that, especially when you have to play on stream twice in a row. So props to them, props to the Buffalo for turning the tide, or turning the tides on their night as well, especially with losing their first series of the night. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next as we look to that Bemidji and Burnsville series, Nuki.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a fun series. We'll be looking for that coming up next. But I mean, like, hey, the guys, they had some really, really great games coming out for them. We'll have to definitely see how the next series does end up coming. But Cole, thank you so much for joining me here to get to cast
Of course.
your franchise's games. We'll definitely have to see what happens in the next series coming up. But yeah, it is gonna be our oh my goodness, what is it? What is it? It is gonna be Inferno versus Lumberjacks coming up next, and with more to come. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll have more for you soon. We'll be back.
found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running, running back to you. Back to you. Back to long nights can get me feeling lonely. Hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running, running back to you. Back to you. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad.
All right, what is going up? What is up, everybody? We are back, and now we're with cameras. So, hi, I'm here. I'm Nuki, and with me we have we have V Storm. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming on to the show, not to the games. We're gonna have some good games, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm really excited for it. Again, still new to MCS as a whole, but I'm super excited because this is some pretty high level gameplay, and I can't wait to cast it because I'm ready for an intense match. I've been looking at these players. They all look really, really solid. And I think we're gonna have a heater of a series tonight.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be good. I'm trying to currently find all of the people I need to add. It looks like I'm gonna have to add Solus and Rage to get everybody in here shortly to make sure that we can actually run our
the
games.
Biggest battle.
Oh yes,
the biggest battle of getting a stream match is getting the players in the game. Like,
I have to.
Yep.
Yeah, now I'm guessing on everything too. Fix this for me, V-Storm.
yeah, let me just remote access your control. I got you. You're gonna want to move your mouse 3 degrees up to the.
No, I got you. It's fixed. It's easy. All right, we're all good now. Now they'll load in here.
Yep, guys. Streaming is definitely really easy. You should never believe anyone who tells you that it is a cakewalk. Like, I mean, you should never believe anyone that tells you it is a hard thing to do. You should 100% believe it's a cakewalk. That's what I was meaning to say.
Yeah, no, it's always easy to do this. But of course, we have this matchup. It's gonna be a good matchup, and then we also still have some more coming up. Now, we recently just had Omaha Buffalo versus Kansas City Outlaws, and that was a 2-3. Oh wait, I messed up the score.
I did see that. Was Divine was subbing for that for the captain of Outlaws? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That is actually incredible to see a team not only with a sub, but with a subbing out your captain, who's supposed to be the best player on your squad. Obviously, I mean, there's sometimes where it's not that case, but definitely supposed to be the best player on your squad. And then you have someone from Rising Star jump up and bring a top tier like Omaha to Game 5. Like, hats off to them. They might have lost it, but you know that's actually incredible.
Yeah. No, honestly, you're 100% right. That is pretty fantastical, and you know, we'll definitely have to see kind of what comes out of these matches, because Inferno played well, they didn't play last night, but I watched some matches for their franchise play last night. I want to see how they're going to perform tonight when it comes to the recent set of matches, because or not the recent set of matches. I just want to see how they're going to perform tonight. I'm still getting used to all of this. You feel?
Yep. Oh yeah, and these teams are literally right next to each other in placing. Granted, unfortunately for these teams, that's towards the bottom, but still, nonetheless, it's a really tight race between the two of them. And I couldn't honestly even give you a prediction. I hope maybe you could give me a better prediction on who would take it, but my guess would just be the team that has the one win, and not the team that has not gotten their first win yet.
Yeah, no, I want to see who it's going to be, and here we go. It's going to be underway now. Inferno versus Lumberjacks. This is whoopsies, I messed up. Game 1, and here we go. Here we go. I messed up again.
You know, actually, I changed my mind. I'm picking the underdogs here. I'm going to pick Inferno. They're going to get their first win on stream. That's my prediction for tonight.
Honestly, that was a good switch.
I almost got proven wrong.
Already playing pretty aggressive. And it already looks like Sola's trying to get the first goal for Lumberjacks, though. And now Lumberjacks already trying to kind of flip it over from offense to defense, or defense to offense. I'm getting all tangled up. I've been casting so many matches tonight. Delmac trying to put for a possible pass out. Nobody there to follow. Rage holding strong with defense, and Inferno now looking to flip it. It is a nice pop out.
Ooh.
And it's still an opportunity.
Dangerous.
Oh, V-Storm, that was close.
That was definitely, I'm going to be honest, I thought there was 100% a goal coming out of there. With how many shots and how much pressure there was coming out of the Infernos, I'm surprised that we are still 0-0, but we still have yet to see the icebreaker from Game 1 yet. Me personally, I tend to have games where in a series, when you're on stream, I tend to be a little more reserved until I get a feel for the other team, so I think until we start seeing some goals come out, we're going to see at least until we see the first goal come out. I mean, we're going to see a little bit of a stalemate for a while, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. It does kind of seem oh my goodness, Rage trying to get an open opportunity, bumps Solus out, but Flushy just had control of the ball, and it still keeps them 0-0. Flushy's trying to put it across for a pass, still looking to follow it up. It's dropping low. Blatt taking opportunity to take control, sending it up high, but Flushy gonna get there straight. A nice save, but Solus still keeping it in dangerous territory. For Inferno. Lumberjacks really just battering the defense. Blatt looking for an opportunity. Solus just there in time, but nobody letting it up. Is straight, still putting it close. Oh my goodness, what a save from Solus. Lumberjacks barely staying alive right now.
No, hats off Lumberjacks defense, because that is about like the 5th time that we have seen Inferno have a phenomenal shot after shot after shot, and now Lumberjack's going to do the same on the other side of the pitch, and actually it's going to convert into a goal. A great shot from Flushy. Saw Rage was already falling off the backboard and said, no one's top bins, we'll put it right there.
And now we're going to have to see how Inferno decides to respond back to this one. If anybody is in the chat, let us know if the cameras are to the wrong people. I would take a screenshot right now. There's so much going on. Straight trying to take control here. He's going to pop it out. Blatt looking to maybe take an opportunity for it, but Solus just there in time. Rage tried to get there, just missed it past Flushy. Solus sending it downfield again. Both of these teams kind of hitting it back and forth right now. Not getting it too far across the field after Lumberjacks having taken the first goal. Solus maybe having an opportunity to pass it. Rage faking a flick, takes possession, and it goes right into the hands of Dilmac, who pinches it, looking for an opportunity for a pass, but Blatt with Starlink, the Starlink warrior, with a nice save. Solus is just high off the crossbar. All 3 players from Inferno go in the opening for Solus to follow it back through. Gets Lumberjacks their 2-0 lead here in game 1.
Beautiful awareness for Solus to stay there mid and wait for that pass to come out. And then he's in the exact right position, as there's a little bit of double commit, but still the exact right position to score that goal. Beautiful way to secure a 2-0 lead. Looks like they're trying to keep it going. A ceiling pinch almost coming out. The Inferno's going to try to clear this one away. Doing a great job thus far. Double commit on it. Will it pay out? It doesn't quite. Maybe the double tap might pay out, though. Unfortunately, though, it does get saved away. I'm not sure if that was saved away by a... Wait, is he coming? No, never mind. I was getting my colors mixed up. I'm colorblind. Not actually, by the way. I thought blue was. I thought straight was on orange team, and I thought he saved his own team goal. But then I saw the save indicator, and I'm like, never mind.
You know what? That happens in real games, though. It's when I own goal. Oh, Dilmac putting it through. Now giving the 3-0 lead for Inferno. This is looking a little rough right now for the Inferno team, as we can see a Blatt chilling out there. Is it Blattat? Blattat. We'll go with Blattat chilling out there in front of his 4x4. He's having a good time, but it looks like Lumberjacks are having a greater time with their 3-0 lead, and they're sitting extremely comfortable with it, because game 1 could easily go to them. With 45 seconds left, Inferno's really going to have to do something incredible to have an opportunity to take game 1 at all.
And honestly, I think even if you're not, because realistically this game is about over. I mean, you can bring it back, but with 30 seconds left, 3 goals down, I'm not picking Infernos to be able to bring this one back. I think more importantly, though, you got to get a goal to get a little bit of momentum going away, because they are still scoreless, and you want to break that ice in game 1. You don't have to go into game 2 still trying to break the ice of the first goal, and they have yet to see that as a great opportunity coming out, but not going to quite see the net. But yeah, you got to just at least break the ice, and you can't let them keep doing this to you. 4-0. Just the last goal to put the nail in the coffin for game number 1.
Yeah, it does seem like Lumberjacks gonna run away with game 1. That could give them any bit of momentum that they need to take the whole series. And Inferno gonna have to kind of shake off the dust from this. And man, Lumberjacks are still not letting up. Still even looking for a 0-second goal. They were about to do it too. But I mean, Lumberjacks taking the first game, it's something that they definitely can be proud of and can kind of run with going into game 2. And Inferno really gonna have to, yeah, like I said, shake off the dust, try and figure something out here, and have an opportunity to come back here in game 2 and put the series score tied.
I think if I'm Inferno, what I want to work on is making more advantage of the pressure here, because defensively, I mean, there's a couple mistakes, there's a couple double commits. Like, obviously they were scored on, so there was something that they did wrong at some point. But I think where they could really use a lot more focus right now is keeping that pressure on the offensive end, because there were a lot of opportunities that I feel like they should have scored on that they didn't quite get that final touch to get it in the net.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're just gonna have to see how they can convert. They can swap over, because it did seem like they really couldn't breathe in a sense. They were really pinned up in a corner. If they can just swap over from defense to offense, we can definitely see quite a series ahead of us. And we're going to have to see how it goes as kickoff for game 2 gets underway here. And Solus already trying to take it over the head of Rage with the flip reset. And Flushi's going to follow. Quick behind. Puts it right on through. And that's going to be Lumberjacks' first goal. It's an early one, too, within the first 10 seconds. Not 10 seconds. First 8 seconds of game 2. An early lead and some strong defense, and that's all it could be here for Lumberjacks. But, you know, with plenty of time on the clock, Inferno has plenty of time to come back here and take this second game.
Yep, and honestly, like, still, you need to get that ice-breaking goal is what I'm seeing for Infernos. They're still on their back foot right now. I mean, right now they can't quite even push this one out. Solus gonna get it there to Dilmac. Dilmac going for the dunk. He can't quite find it, but they need to get this ball out and start getting some pressure onto the Lumberjack squad. I think early on in game number 1, we saw a lot of pressure, and I want to see that early game 1 version of Infernos that we saw. A great opportunity there. Not quite gonna find its way to the back of the net.
It does seem like Lumberjacks are now kind of cornered as Inferno have started to convert themselves to offensive plays, which is, you know, of course, the thing that's going to be getting them a possibility for a win. When you don't have a lot of room to breathe, you have to be able to break it away, and it's definitely looking a little rough for them. And Lumberjacks really battering Inferno. Dilmac looking for the second. It gets a little high. Blaudat able to clear it out. Solus still looking for a follow. It could be an opportunity. Dilmac for the second opportunity. And Lumberjacks see their second goal against Inferno. And 3-3-3 across the score, or across the time, is quite an interesting time for that goal to happen.
Yep, and again, I'm not seeing much coming out from the. Well, I need to shut up.
Well, what were you saying?
Well, so you know, chat. Today is a great time to educate you guys on what a caster curse is. So essentially, when the caster is being a moron and saying that a team needs to work on something, then suddenly that thing is going to happen in flawless formation. What is it? In flawless? Yeah, it's just gonna happen right away. Like. You could say, like, oh, this team's not doing well, and suddenly, oh, they'll score at the second you say they're not doing well.
A little bit of caster.
That's what happens.
That's just it. Yeah, unlike
I forgot about it. Honestly, like, I need to be more conscious of the caster curse.
I gotta watch how we say it.
It's a very scary thing. Yep. Anyways, back into this one. Rage now looking to try to push this one out. This one's dangerous. Flushy with a shot. Unfortunately, a little bit of a mistouch for, I couldn't actually see who it was that on defense, but that one definitely could have been saved if Blaudat had just made a little more contact, then they could have saved that one away. But, you know, part of the game is perfecting any, like minimizing the mistakes, and eventually those mistakes are going to come out with enough pressure.
Yeah, it does look
pressure
like,
makes diamonds.
Yeah, pressure makes diamonds. You're so right. And Inferno's trying to get those diamonds and have an opportunity to maybe make some money off of that. The Lumberjacks, though, not making it not making it easy. You're right there. They're keeping Inferno pretty held back with just a little bit. Actually, half the match to go. Lumberjacks in the lead here in series and in the lead here in game 2. Rage looking for an opportunity to set it up for Blawdout. A nice 50 sets is still up for Rage, but it goes high into Dilmac's nose. And Dilmac gets the save, gets it away. And Lumberjacks still stay in the lead a little bit longer. They're going to be fighting to hold on to it, though, because Inferno's not making it easy now. Solace taking possession, Blawdout quick to get there. And it still ends up over to dangerous waters. Rage trying to clear it out, goes to the corner, a possible pass opportunity, but Straight quick to cut that out and shut it down. Lumberjacks really just berating the defensive wall of Inferno right now.
I don't think we mentioned the demo plays yet, because realistically there hasn't been any demo plays happening besides to try to clear off some pressure. And a quick demo play on offense when there's only one more defender left can absolutely kill a defense and suddenly get you a free goal. Looks like Inferno's has started to implement a little bit of that. Like a demo here on like Dilmac would be amazing, but unfortunately there nothing that comes out, and that was just going to get saved away. If you can simply delete one defender, though, it can often result in plenty of goals.
Giving you an open opportunity to get where you need to get. Flushy gonna see the 4th goal for Lumberjacks now. And they're really sitting comfortable with a 3-goal cushion in the lead. It's looking a little rough for Inferno. And Inferno's playing really good, and they're taking every bit of pressure that Lumberjacks is putting on them and trying to flip it back into a goal opportunities, flip it back into opportunities to get in the lead. And so it's going to be a little bit tricky, but with a minute left, Inferno might need to think about what they can do in the next game and say it's okay. We'll just fix what we need to in game 3 and just try and work for a comeback. Because right now Lumberjacks really holding the lead, and Rage trying to get there, but Solus quick to shut them down. They just seem to have complete control over the field right now.
Yep, and with, again, the exact same position from last game, 30 seconds left and 3 goals down, it's looking about over for game number 2. Again, potentially they could bring it back, but realistically you're looking to the next game again. And even worse now for Infernos, though, the next game is match point for the Lumberjacks. If you want to still take this series, you're going to have to reverse sweep a team that has been getting consistently 4 goals against you. Like, not even just simply, oh, maybe 5? Not quite. But consistently 4 goals, that's a hard amount to lose by.
Yeah, Lumberjacks taking our 2nd game in the series. Man, one more game away from having a great opportunity to have a 3-0 sweep. And I would hate to see Inferno go down to a 3-0 sweep. But man, Lumberjacks are just really not making it easy for Inferno to even think of having an opportunity to answer back. It's really, really tough for them to get any room to breathe.
Yeah, and as much as I'd like to be put back on schedule with a 3-0, you know, I always prefer the reverse sweep comeback. So I'm going to still be rooting for Infernos to try to get their foot into this game and hopefully pushing it at least to game 4. I mean, obviously you hope for game 5, but you got to go one game at a time. So for now, focusing on sending this game to 4 and staying alive for one more game. Blawdat going to try to get that going. Can't quite. Dilmac gonna send this one mid, pass out to Rage, a great outlet pass, I can't talk. And now we're gonna see a little more of the orange side, potentially, as long as Inferno can keep up this pressure. A great demo attempt, but not gonna quite make contact. Had that made contact though, that would have been huge for Infernos. Now they're gonna have to scramble on their way back to try to save this one. Outlet pass, can't quite find it. No goal yet for game number 3.
Rage tried to get there and did end up, no!
Never mind.
Getting the pinch through.
You know, Inferno's just, I just need to get off the desk. Why'd I say no goal yet in game 1? Like, game 3. I knew it was going to happen the second I said it.
Yeah, man, V-Storm, we're learning about caster curses tonight as hate to say it, but you're just giving yourself all of them. No, I'm kidding. Hey, at least you're keeping them off of me. You're keeping them off
Oh yeah, I'm looking out for you. I'm taking them all on me. I'm sacrificing myself for the greater good of Nuki.
I appreciate that. Oh, it's 100% respectful. I'm kidding. You know what? Here, I'll get a couple caster curses. Dilmac maybe gonna get in. No,
would have been really funny if you said I'm gonna get a couple of caster curses and then he own goals.
Exactly what I was thinking. Ooh, Blodad! Well, that would have been a disgusting redirect, but Flushy able to shut it down quite quickly. Lumberjacks still 1-goal lead. That's all it takes. Hard defense, great control, and they could run away here with the series. But Inferno, they're still holding pretty strong. They don't have the game. The Lumberjacks don't have the game yet. There's still plenty of time on the clock. We'll have to see what happens here, V-Storm.
Yep. Just under forfeit time because everyone sees the 3:30 and thinks that. 1 goal down, though. I wouldn't forfeit, personally. I think there's plenty of time left. So they can definitely keep in this one. Great pass out mid. That was almost a caster blessing. I'm going to call that what that is. Yeah. But almost. Can't quite. Those are harder to come by.
Rage sent into the corner. Maybe Blodat gonna take it outside. Nah, straight is gonna have their opportunity. Dilmat quick to shut him down. Flushy tried to get up there, it was just a little short. And Solus, Blah gonna meet in the middle. It's a great pinch that floats it out wide. Dill gonna take control though and still try and get another opportunity for Lumberjacks. A demo could make it. Flushy, what an insane bump! And what? That was incredible.
That is disgusting. This man has a wife and kids. Just kidding. This man has a family. How are we gonna do that to him? Flushy? My God. But yeah, we're just absolute clobbering the defense out of the way. You know, he was definitely prepared to save that, but Flushy didn't want to see him get the chance to save it, so he's just gonna delete him off the play. Now we have a 2-goal lead. We'll see if they can get back into this one. Unfortunately, it's looking with every shot more from the Lumberjacks a little bit more dread if you're the Infernos, because 2 goals down on game point, like the mental is tough here. Like you can 100%, if you can flip that mental on its head, can bring it back. 2 goals is not a difficult amount to bring it back, but the mental is going to be draining here.
Yeah, 100%. And with a 2-goal lead that Lumberjacks have, you're right, the mentality of Inferno is going to be a little bit rough, especially when they would have to fight back in series score 2. It's a bit of a Mount Everest, you might say, a very big one, and they are a long way from the. Oh, okay, yeah, Mount Kronovi, and they're a long way from the top. Straight could have been an nasty Psycho, just didn't get up there in time, and it's going to send it right downfield. Rage getting up there, trying to get an opportunity. Does get it below 1, but Solus quick to return it right back out. Straight, an opportunity again. Does send it out for a float. And sorry, I was looking at. Wait, what just happened there? Straight sent it out.
A beautiful ceiling shot to a pass. That was peak team play right there. If we were questioning the mental, I'm not questioning anymore. These guys are still locked in. If you can pull off passing plays like that, there's no question in my mind that your mental is still locked, which means these guys 100% still have life in them. Tap back to straight. Gonna try to clear this one out. Rage now with a bang. Maybe Flushy there to shut it down. A little bit of a weak touch. Straight can now pick this one up. Can he get a bump? Almost, just barely missing. Dilmac, this one going to be saved away by Blodat. Blodat now with a chance to try to get this up the field himself. He's doing a beautiful job. Rage now following it up. Is there a third man there? Straight with a shot. It's beautiful, but it's saved away.
That was so close. Inferno had a great opportunity to tie it up, and Lumberjacks are holding this lead strong. We're down to the last 30 seconds, and there was almost another one, a demo, an opening for Dill, but the scramble from Rage and Blah. No, Flushy's gonna do it. That's gonna be the dagger. That's gonna be the punch through. And Lumberjacks, they really put up quite a good series here, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Inferno had a fight, but with 20 seconds left, it would take a miracle to get it through, but a miracle could happen. Blah almost did it. Straight sending it out. The last 10 seconds. I don't know, V-Storm. I think this series might have won the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is about it. 4 seconds left on the clock. Not a doable time when you're on the other side of the pitch. And with that, touching the ground, that is game 3-0 for the Lumberjacks. Congratulations on your win. Infernos played fantastic. Congrats to them, too. Just unfortunately did not favor them today.
No, unfortunately not. We'll have to see if maybe they can do something in the future here. Inferno, good job. You had a great performance, but Lumberjacks, an even better job and a great performance, an incredible performance, actually. As they walked away with the 3-0, they walked away with the series. Man, that is crazy. We had one 3-0, then we had a 5-game series. This 3-0, and V-Storm, you're gonna be with me for the next one, so we're definitely gonna have to kind of see
yes, sir.
See what happens in that one. So
like to note, I completely forgot about this. Bladat was playing outside. I would like to know what his setup is.
He said he's got the Starlink.
I need to see that.
The Starlink setup is what it looked like. It looked pretty impressive, honestly. I
confirmed Bladat does touch grass. We can confirm.
Yes, 100%.
We can see it in his background.
Outside. We know that he manages to get outside. Hey, but I mean, maybe he needed to play inside. But that's okay. Lumberjacks still walked away with a great.
It was the birds. The birds were messing him up. Yeah, that was the only reason he didn't hit that psycho touch.
Beautiful
the only reason. Yeah, he would have every near clip that was just that off. He would have hit it easy.
100%.
If it wasn't for the birds.
If it wasn't for the birds, but
stay inside, guys.
Stay inside. If you don't want to lose in Rocket League, don't touch grass. That's the joke. No, I'm kidding.
The secret to Rocket League is put the circle in the square hole and don't touch grass. There you go.
Oh man, but stick around. There's still more Rocket League to come, as we did have our 3 matches prior. Rochester Rhythm versus Kansas City Outlaws. That went 3-0. Then Buffalo versus Kansas City Outlaws, 3-2. And then this one was Burnsville Inferno, which was 0-3 to Lumberjacks. We still have our St. Cloud Flyers match versus Fargo Steelhawks. So, you don't want to go anywhere. Make sure to stick around, and we'll see you shortly.
Never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark. We used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember. Yeah, I remember. No, but I remember we threw our face in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark. We used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember. Yeah, I remember.
go. Overthinking when I'm all alone. Out of focus from all the unknown. Can you check for my vitals? Think I need revival. Broken down and fading, my heart keeps breaking. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up because we are the fighters. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up because we are the fighters. Underwater, swinging my fist. Tension rising, but no part of it. Nice to meet ya, been called a misfit. No need to fake it, we all got some shit. Can you check for my vitals? Think I need revival. Broken down and fading, my heart keeps breaking. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up because we are the fighters.
see it in color. Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing it in color?
What is up, everybody? We're back again. It's me, Nuki, and of course, my partner in crime right now, V-Storm. We had a great series that we just cast, and we've got one more tonight, and this is going to be a good one as well. Let's see here. What did you think of the last series, V-Storm?
Honestly, I felt like it was a pretty well played and underrated 3-0 because that 3-0 was still pretty close, even though it was a 3-0. Usually when you think of a 3-0, you think of one team dominating. I don't feel like it was just dominance. I feel like Infernos, they played well. Obviously, the better team was Lumberjacks, but yeah, I feel like Infernos, they definitely played well. This next match, on the other hand, that one is going to be interesting because we just found out that has two... Oh my gosh, the voice crack. Holy crap. That has 2 subs, 1 on each squad. You've got Spooky subbing out for... I can't remember who was it. It was the third guy. I'm tripping now. Uday. And then you've got Shaded also subbing in on the other side of things. Both rising star players, not having the captains either. They are both the middle guy on the squad subbing in. So we'll see how the battle of the subs compares, because that it's going to be interesting, because usually when you got one sub, it's the team with the sub trying to just compete. And if they can, that's fantastic. If they can't, it's no sweat. But now you've got both sides subbing, like that's going to make it a little bit interesting for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to definitely have to see how that goes for him. But of course, we also had other matches tonight. We had the Rochester Rhythm. I went 3-0 to Kansas City Outlaws. So Rochester won that one. Then Omaha Buffalo, they won 3-2 to Kansas City Outlaws. Unfortunate set of events for them tonight. And then Burnsville Inferno, that was the one that we just talked about. That was 0-3 to Bemidji Lumberjacks. And then now we're going to have the St. Cloud Flyers versus the Fargo Steelhawks. That's gonna be a pretty good matchup.
Shady just, sorry, I got distracted because Shady just recognized me in chat. So
no, that's pretty good. When you get recognized as a caster, it feels so good. Now, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to see how these matches go. Like you said, you're gonna have to go for Shaded's team, because of course,
yeah, like
they know you now.
Yeah, he's my boy. I gotta root for, like, I was balancing the two teams. I was like, who do I root for here? Who am I picking? I gotta go for Shaded. I mean, like, his squad, like, I gotta root for him. Like, no hard feelings, Steelers, but I'm 100% rooting against here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm biased casting though. Don't worry.
Hey, it's okay as long as you don't just do any more caster curses. We're okay. We'll make it work.
Yo, I gotta use it to my advantage. I gotta cast a curse.
Yeah, no, you gotta get the good
for
ones.
Shaded.
You get the good ones. Get them for Shaded, exactly. Yeah, no, honestly,
exactly.
I don't know. I'm gonna go against you, just because there is casting tonight. I'm gonna say that it's the Flyers, right? That you chose Steelhawks, right?
No, mine's the St. Cloud. Sorry, Shaded's on Flyers, I believe. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
I think
no,
so.
I'm sorry.
Other way around. Flip it.
I'm gonna go Steelhawk. I'm gonna go Steelhawks. Yeah. I'm gonna go them. I think that it's Nate and DJ and their sub Spooky. They're gonna dominate the field. So I think it's gonna be a good matchup. Just waiting for the boys to load in.
Yep, I think what was it? Someone in chat said it best. Like, my favorite is when they compliment a team on their defense efforts and then they own goal. Like, I'm gonna be saying Steelhawks have been having phenomenal defense left and right. I'm gonna be saying that anytime they're on the ball. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Shaded. I got you.
Yeah, you're giving them already giving them a lot of confidence and
I mean.
We're glazed.
The way I see it is it's complimenting. If I compliment the Steelhawks defense left and right, like, they're getting all the compliments. In return, Flyers are getting all the caster curse advantage. Like, it works out for both squads.
It works out. It's gonna It's gonna be good. Gonna be good for everybody in the end. We're just hopefully we get Steelhawks in here shortly to get the match underway. It's gonna be our final match of the night too. So hopefully it'll be a good one. Hopefully it'll be oh, looks like Spooky's in, DJ's in, Nate is in. We'll get everything underway here as fast as possible for them. That way they can get these matches done and going.
No, we're gonna hold them hostage for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, don't join you.
Tell them they can't go. Don't join, and then we're gonna hold stream hostage too.
Guys.
Yeah.
Quit.
I'm out. Anyways, I'm hyped to get into this one as the final kickoff timer runs down. First kickoff of the game. Beautiful chance for the Steelhawks. They're not going to quite find it off the rip. But that was a very close one. Almost getting it immediately. Now we're going to see more of the blue half. And they're just trying to get it out into safety at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like Spooky quick to try and shut that down. And right now, it seems like... Steelhawks already putting a lot of pressure on Flyers. Doge looking to flip it, does get it upfield, but nobody else to follow him up. Spooky gonna take Doge out. Lumity maybe a pass to Shaded, but DJ quick enough to clear it out. And oh, the open up to Spooky. It could roll down out into mid. It's Nate. No, Doge there just in time. Flyers doing a really good job holding the pressure, keeping strong right now. They're not letting anything slip up for them.
Yep, Doge now trying to get that one mid. He can't quite. Shaded diving after that one. Lumity now with a solo play chance of his own. Gets the reset. Can he find the touch? Almost getting it around. Can't quite find it. Now Nate on the ball. Gonna leave it for his teammate. DJ out mid. DJ off the ceiling. Can he find anything? Not before Doge shuts him down, and Lumity gonna clear that out. Not quite. Never mind. Thanks.
Ooh, Nate was trying to do something. Shaded. Bumped him, get him out of the way. Spooky! Oh, that was so close. That was going to be a nice shot for them. And now Shaded, trying to get the open.
Get the name right.
I'm sorry. This is gonna be the problem.
I'm kidding.
You know what? I'm gonna call it the problem for the Flyers. Steelhawks are gonna win. No, I'm kidding. So Lumity trying to take.
You ever see that one Gen G versus G2 game where they had Dazarin and T-Bates on the casting desk to be as biased as possible?
That would have been great.
It was so fun. You gotta watch it. No, we're not gonna do it. No, that never turns out well. But it was hilarious. It being RLCS. That's what made it hilarious.
That makes sense. That would be funny to watch. Thankfully, we're not gonna.
Oh, 100%. But
any issues.
But we can stay as unbiased as possible, though. I mean, obviously we're rooting for our teams, but Made Nate gonna try to work this one up. Shaded shutting him down. Shaded going for a great 50 down to Doge, who gets the touch. Shaded up for it, but Nate gonna beat him out there. And Lumity now gonna try to continue this push. Almost a bump. Gonna get pushed just away, and still 0-0 over half the game in.
Doesn't seem like these teams are still staying pretty strong and steady with each other, not overcommitting too much. And yeah, with half the game in and it still being the same steady score, it's going to be whoever slips up first, and an opening for Lumity, but it's just saved by DJ, who keeps it alive a little bit longer, taking possession, maybe a possible control down to Matus Nate, but no, Shaded shuts them down. Lumity taking their time up into the sky, puts it down beneath Spooky, tried to keep possession, but with no boost, had to let it go. And now Matus Nate and DJ gonna try and cook something up here. I think Nate still thought he had his dodge, but unfortunately it lost it, was unable to kick it out. And with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, we're gonna have to see who's gonna slip first, who's gonna get through the strong defense that both of these teams have played so far.
That one gonna try to find its way mid. Doge with a possible chance here. Not quite. A beautiful clear from Nate. Nate now with a chance of his own. Hopefully an outplay. Gets shut down by Shaded. Doge now pushing this one up the pitch. Spooky trying to beat him, but Shaded gonna dunk him, and Spooky getting the bump, leaving no follow-up for blue side. So a lot of bumps coming out from both sides of the squads here.
Are we gonna see a game 1 overtime from 0-0? I mean, I rarely see that happen, but it could be. Both of these teams have really stayed steady. They haven't. I wouldn't say they've tried to overcommit or push too much. Not all 3 players have tried to put forward for a play, and it's kept the score where it is now. Ooh, and almost an opportunity for DJ, but defense again from both of these teams staying extremely on par, consistent and strong. But Shaded could give an opportunity for DJ to get the goal. That could be it, but no. Spooky a pinch. Shaded still there, but the backflip, it could give Nate the opportunity, but this save still keeps the score at 0-0. Shaded flicks it over the head of one of the Steelhawks, and it's not gonna go in that easily.
Ooh. We do not, actually, we could still see an OT, but it's definitely not a 0-0 OT. DJ gonna prevent that from happening. Beautiful slot out of reach of Shaded, just a bit too far to the side, and Lumity low boost couldn't get over there in time. 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if there's any kickoff shenanigans coming out. Not quite. Nate gonna try to kill this one as much as he can. Doge has to keep it up, but instead Nate with a dribble from midfield to get this one all the way to the net. What was that?
I have messed up player cams, so I'm fixing that after game 1. But great games from all the players here. And so far, it does seem like Steelhawks are looking comfortable to take it.
Yep, 100%. A great opener for them. It's 2-0 right at the end, so still a very close game coming out from both squads here. A beautiful shot coming out from oh, wait a minute, that's not the right replays.
Nope,
I was about to comment on that replay.
Wrong replay. Right replay.
All good. Yeah, no, the Flushy was in that one. Yep.
Oh, yep.
I saw it.
Yeah, there we go.
You saw that mid-game swap too, right?
Yep. That was We're good. We're good.
There we go. That's more like it. That shot coming out from DJ just outside of reach of them. And then to cap it off, might as well get one for the road, Nate, as he just dribbles right over everyone with a beautiful pre-flip, might I add. That pre-flip to catch the ball. I don't think a lot of people realize how hard it is to use a pre-flip just to catch the ball again. But yeah, beautiful goals coming out.
That is tricky. You're not wrong. Yeah, no, honestly, it's looking like Steelhawks are sitting pretty comfortable. And after the series that we saw a minute ago, are we going to see another 3-0? Who knows? Because Flyers, they're going to have to do something to get a flip around, get something working for them, and get some points on the board. They were held off at 2-0 in the last game, so now we have to see if they're going to do something a little different. DJ already putting it to the sidewall, trying to take control. Out, looking for the shot. Lumity, it's Lumity. What an insane save. Flyers keeping the ball from going in early on.
Yep, now Spooky with another chance. He can't quite find it. Rocking the G2 decal, looking clean with it. I'm a huge G2 fan. Anyways, Shaded with a beautiful shot. What placement coming out from the sub none other to find that perfect left side. Made his Nate too far on the post, and DJ not quite recovered to get to that one. Great awareness to see that net was open on the left side.
Puts Flyers now one up on the board, and Steelhawks going to have to try and work their way back here. It looks like Lumity's trying to get a breakaway. It's going to get a flick out, but Nate quick to shut that play down. Now they're going to try and convert to get a play going for him. DJ pops it up, but Lumity with the pre-jump caught it in time. Spooky going to send it out to DJ. Another pass back to Spooky. Steelhawks taking control of the ball, trying to take control of the field here as they need to get a goal on the board. So at least send us to another overtime, or not another overtime, send us to an overtime. We didn't get to see it in game 1, and they didn't let it happen. So I need to see it happen again. They need to get those 2 goals on the boards, maybe get the win here. And Flyers is not making it easy for them as they put so much pressure, almost an opportunity there, but it's shut out by Steelhawks once again. And man, V-Storm, I did have a caster curse earlier, and I think it's the downfall of me.
Oh no, I wasn't. My bad. I haven't been trying for enough of them. The caster curse has to come a certain number of times per game, and unfortunately, I didn't use enough of them. So on me. I'll take the blame for that. Anyways, back into the game itself though. Shaded with a breakaway play. Looks for the bump. Unfortunately, the bump was not there. Great fake coming through. A flick over the next one, and that one, Lumini with the 1v3.
Dang.
Oh, spooky. Your axle's good? Sorry, I had to say it.
Wait, no,
but yeah,
cameras for both. I broke everything.
the fake and then the flick to get over the next one, and then not only the timing on the flip to get it around DJ, but also the placement to get it around the last defender. Beautifully done. Getting a 2-goal lead now. Inverse scoreline. Let's see if we see a different scoreline, or if I guess every single game is going to be a two-goal win. But we'll see if Steelhawks can flip the script, I guess.
Flyers with that 2-goal lead, and we're halfway through game 2. They're looking to get this game and start their climb back up. Lumity was looking for that next shot, and it kind of threw Nate out of position. Another opportunity, but DJ quick to clear it out. Steelhawks needing to have some room to breathe, do something to get the flop and get it back on over to Flyers side of the field. Got to get a goal on the board here. Made it's Nate sending it downfield. It's an open sword, but Doge quick to capture that and not let it go in so easily. And it does look like Doge is going to try for a breakaway. Might get it past Nate. Nate is not able to get there. And I feel like he's Nate's bobbing along to something right now. He's still having a good time. He knows he still has an opportunity. And with 1 minute 53 seconds, Flyers are 3-0 lead right now.
You know, I said someone needed to flip the script to the 2-0. I guess that was going to be Flyers making it a 3-0. Didn't. My bad, Jet. Oh, actually, maybe they're going for the two-goal lead again. Not quite. Steelhawks wanting to get one into this match. To be the first team to respond to being down. Because so far it's just been score first, no, then that's all, that the other team can't score. But it looks like Steelhawks are trying to change that there. Beautiful clear. Doge to try to follow. And Lumity passed down to Shaded. Shaded, a little bit awkward, can't follow it. Nate can't quite get it himself. Great bumps coming out of Spooky getting a chance here. DJ can't quite find the follow-up. Made is Nate shooting it high. But a beautiful clear from Shaded.
Does seem like Steelhawks are kind of working their way back downfield, but with 1 minute left and Flyers having the lead, they're sitting quite comfortable. I want to see though if the Steelhawks can make anything happen within the last 45 seconds here of this. It's Nate looking for the opportunity. Oh, they did yank something happen. Oh man, that was such a nice pass play out. Let me tell you, a minute ago we were talking about Chris being locked in. Look at DJ. He is in tune right now. They're going to be working their way back up. There's still 45 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be quite a climb. And Flyers, they probably do have this, but I have to say, Steelhawks are not wanting to let them get away with this game too easily.
Yep, a shot coming out from Doge. He can't quite find it. Spooky gotta get this one out. They gotta get this working up the field quickly if they want to get into this one. Made is Nate trying to do just that. DJ passed out to Spooky with a shot. It's gonna go a little bit wide, and Lumity there to clear, but DJ now with another shot goes wide. Made is Nate able to play clean.
Oh man. Oh yeah, no, that is that was Look at Nate. Look at Nate. Nate's also chilling. All of these players right now in Steelhawks are now dialed in. They might have been down 3-0 for a minute, but now 3-2, 10 seconds left. All they need to do, take control and an opportunity. Nice flick from DJ. It's still alive. It's an open shot, but it's saved by... Oh my goodness! Saved by Lumity. Spooky had it. The ball's still up. No, it's gonna go down. That was such an insane.
That would have been so unfortunate. You even heard me start to freak out because I thought that would have been a wild comeback. Within 45 seconds, down 3 to go all the way to OT. I was ready to get insanely hyped, but we do not see it. Some beautiful saves coming out to keep Flyers getting that win.
Yeah, now we're going to have to see who's going to take game 3 now that the series score is even. I mean, it's anybody's game still. 3 more games. We saw game 5 tonight, and I mean, I was hoping for the reverse comeback, and they didn't get it. So I hope we see a reverse comeback, if anything, or not a reverse comeback, at least a good fight, a battle, and then a victory come out from these teams maybe in game 5. We'll just have to see. It might work out that way.
Yep, and that's 1-1. Yeah, I'm not tripping.
No, you're right. It is 1-1.
Okay, sweet,
right now.
awesome. I can count, guys. We are chilling.
You're doing just fine.
Confirmed V-Storm did graduate from kindergarten.
Let's say you either. I hope you graduated from some form of school. No, I'm playing. No. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, only kindergarten. That's about as far as I. Yeah, definitely. Shaded wasn't my college teammate.
Not at all.
Anyways, Mateys Nate now gonna try to push this one up, doing beautifully. Mateys Nate has been having a stellar game, I might add. Doge trying to shut down that stellar game coming out from Steelhawks. Lumity now trying to get this one out mid, maybe, but their third man was bumped. No one back. Doge just having to buy time. Not only buying time, but also gaining a little bit of ground. That one gonna be lobbed high. No one there for the save. It's gonna be a free shot, but the free shot was wasted away and overthinking the last defender. And Mateys Nate gonna be able to collect this one and bring it up the pitch.
Looks like Spooky gonna have an opportunity maybe to set it up for a pass. DJ setting it out wide. Shaded, quick to shut down any more opportunities for Steelhawks. Wait, DJ to the top, to the backboard, and Shaded there again, not letting anything get through at all. Flyers playing really consistent, especially after their game 2 win. They're definitely running away with that, trying to keep up the momentum. There's good confidence, and that's exactly what they should have after that victory. And Steelhawks, though, they had that first game. They were feeling very comfortable at the end of game 2, and I see any opportunity that they can take to get the game 3 win is definitely something they're going to be shooting for. Doge looking for an opportunity to get it out for a pass. DJ quick to shut that down. My overlay is breaking terribly right now. I don't know why.
Your voice is also breaking, so I'm gonna assume it's your internet, if I had to guess.
Or my computer is literally dying on itself, but that's okay because it doesn't
We
matter.
love
These guys are
technical
just playing
issues.
so good that my computer can't even handle it.
I was gonna say, yeah. No, that's actually there's just too much amazingness in this lobby. That's what's happening. Lumity gonna try to get this one up. Doge with a shot. Mateys Nate gonna save that one away. Now Lumity with a solo chance, going for the ground pinch, does find the ground pinch, but saved away by Spooky. He's going to try to get it up. All members of Flyers shutting him down from doing so, though. And now Shady gonna get a free touch over to Doge. Doge on target. Can Mateys Nate get back? Spooky gets back plenty of time. And Doge trying to get this one up the pitch. We're seeing a very similar to game 1, where we're seeing a stalemate just past half game. Last time this happened, there's a 6-second goal for the Steelhawks to get it. We'll see if that is the same story, or if we get something a little different.
Ooh, in dangerous waters, Mateys Nate was able to get away, clear it out, and looking for the shot. It's gonna go over the defense. Steelhawks are gonna be the first ones to put a goal on the board here, and that's gonna be the good opportunity for them. I mean, exactly, he's in the zone, he's vibing, he's having a good time, and it's definitely showing right now because they're now looking to hold defense for 1 minute and 55 seconds. That's all it would take. and they could have Game 3 looking to take the series for Game 4. But, of course, the Flyers, they're not going to make it an easy takeaway. They're going to put on the pressures. They're already doing so to try and get away from defense, get some room to breathe. Doge was taking control. Now it's out to Spooky. Doge taking Spooky out of the play. It now goes out to Shaded, who banks it a little wide, but Nate able to take control from the wall now. Lumity quick to follow, still with enough boost, could take control, but it's just going to go wide to the side. And Flyers unable to get an opportunity to put a goal in just yet. And with 1 minute and 20 seconds and Steelhawks in the lead, it's going to be a close game.
Oh. There's DC.
Nope, you're still with me.
Rip.
Are you here? B-Storm, no. B-Storm. We lost B-Storm. We'll get him back shortly. That's okay. But it looks like Shaded is going to try and send it out and across, going to take possession. And with 1 minute left and Steelhawks in the lead, they're looking to start taking the series score lead. Limity pinching it out, trying to get a pass. Spooky just in time to clear it. DJ trying to take possession, looking for Made It's Nate, but he had to rotate back for boost. It gives enough time for Flyers to start making something happen. And Doge is going to see the back of the net from a crossbar down happening. And that is our tie-up again with 40 seconds left. Flyers not letting Steelhawks get too far ahead of themselves. Hopefully V-Storm is back. I know that there's some weather going through right now as I'm about to receive it, and I hope it's not putting him out. Made It's Nate, though, seeking their second goal for Steelhawks, and that's going to put Steelhawks in the lead. 30 seconds left. Flyers are going to have something to work for. I think so. V-Storm, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the game. Give me a sec. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay.
But hopefully games are going on.
Oh, yeah. Steelhawks are now 2-1, and we're down in the last
I just
30
left
seconds.
at 1. What? It's gone for like 20 seconds and I just missed 2 goals.
It was insane. I'm like in a little bit of awe with 19 seconds left. We could see Steelhawks take this second game and be working for the series win. DJ is making it a little harder as he pushes it through, but a nice save from Doge sets Nate out of position, and Flyers have to get a goal now to send it to overtime. The ball's still up. Lumity pops it. Doge is maybe going to follow. Nate pushes it down, and that is your third game. That is
Steelhawks match point.
Steelhawks.
Yeah, and I only missed like a minute of it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, only a minute. You didn't miss too much, and I mean Steelhawks. Like I said, they're looking for the win. They are pushing for it. We're
just like 2/3 of the goal. You know, two-thirds of the goals. I do believe. Yeah, I think we are about to be seeing some nasty weather. So. Cloud coverage is not great, but yeah, we're back for now. Hopefully my internet doesn't cut out again, and hopefully this next match I don't have to leave you stranded again. But what do you think if you're Flyers? You need to switch up from that game.
I mean, honestly, they were doing a really great job of like defense to offense conversions. I think more or less it's all about how they can kind of work together as a team, maybe get some more team plays. And they did do good to get that first goal on the board, but Steelhawks really responded quite quickly. Lumity getting the flipper set, trying to play it low, and Spooky just enough time, took the patience to read it. DJ, who has been all over the field tonight, has really had some good control to help Made It's Nate and Spooky get some nice plays happen. And Steelhawks now being in the lead, I think Flyers need to I don't know. I don't know. What do you think Flyers need to do?
I'm gonna be honest. I think the where they're lacking is not in offense. They seem to be doing very well in offense, as you saw that. What I'm seeing is exactly what just got proven was an overcommit from third man. They are doing great when it comes to applying pressure, but they're often overcommitting and making it so that even if they do get back and save the beautiful play coming out from Flyers, but yeah, even if they do get back and save the goal, the counterattack, they're left scrambling to try to buy time for their teammates to get into a good position, and sometimes that scrambling is paying off for Steelhawks. So I think a little more passive of a third. You can keep your first and second man being just as aggressive, but maybe your third stepping back just a little bit.
I do see what you're talking about. I mean, it barely worked out for them, but it worked out enough that they were able to get a goal on the board. Now Steelhawks are going to have to climb back. They need to get 2 goals to take the whole series and walk away with it. Made its name was looking for a nice air dribble, and boy, was it looking gross, but it was just a little short as it hits the crossbar, and Flyers looking for a breakaway shot. Nate sitting comfortable back on defense, able to clear it away quite quickly. DJ sends it right on out, and Lumity going a little shy. It gives them an opportunity. Well, Steelhawks had an opportunity to start pushing forward, and Flyers kind of capitalizing on the moment for the rotation as Doge trying to take it high, maybe look for a pinch double, but no, it's going to seek on down, and Steelhawks are really feeling the pressure of Flyers, as Flyers are holding that 1-goal lead, maybe looking for a second one, but their defense has been strong, and getting on offense, putting pressure on Steelhawks has been making it hard for them to have an opportunity to get a goal.
Maybe Nate with an outlet pass doesn't quite find its way there. I'm getting some latency. Hopefully I don't cut out again. But now DJ trying to get this one out the pitch, does so beautifully. Doge trying to clear this one out, does so as well. Gets another, maybe buying some time for his teammates to join him on offense. Shaded now with a solo opportunity, shut down by DJ before he even gets a real good chance on it. Shot coming out from Shaded, getting immediately 50'd, and that opportunity being said no to. Oh no, Lumity didn't have any boost. I saw it the last second.
Oh no, Steelhawks, they've tied it. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Why am I saying oh no? That's who I said I wanted to win. They're doing really, really good right now. It's a good performance coming from them. And to tie it up with just a little under half the game left, they have every bit of an opportunity to come back on this and take away the series. But Doge and Lumity are going to have something to answer it with. No, Doge, the pre-flip put him out of position, and Spooky was able to clear it away in time. DJ looking to send it up. It is going to try and reach out. Doge catching it, trying to take more possession again, trying to get back from what they just did. Full control over the side at the top, looking for the double, and the 50 was an insane save that kept Steelhawks from getting scored on by Flyers. An opportunity from Nate, but pre-jumps just a little too high, and with 1 minute and 50 seconds left, it's anybody's game at this point.
Yep, Lumity now trying to get this one out to a teammate. Spooky gonna collect, bring it back. DJ got to be the one who gets brought back to. Doge now trying to solo this one up the pitch. Doing so beautifully. Can't quite get it past Spooky. Lumity 50'd out to Shaded. Shaded going to bang the sidewall. Hopefully Doge is there for the shot. Not going to quite find it. Lumity got to try to buy some time for his teammates. DJ on the ball. He's going to get quickly knocked off, but made his Nate almost there for the shot. Lumity trying to push this up, getting shut down by Nate.
Looks like now Flyers having their opportunity to send it up, but DJ not making it easy for Doge. Doge able to get it down in time. Spooky now taking their time for control. Was going to put it over Shaded. Shaded able to send it out into dangerous territory, but DJ with enough boost and control can be dangerous himself as he sends it over. Doge was looking for the follow, but Lumity quick to shut them down. The tied score, the pass out maybe to Spooky, but didn't get there in time. Lumity was able to get it just in front of DJ. Right now rotations are looking a weird. Oh my goodness, Shaded almost put it in for Flyers. Now Steelhawks having the opportunity. Spooky could get the breakaway. Nate was
what a save.
Tough, but Doge, what a way to recover and get that save. What a save. We could see an overtime. That could be what makes the decision maker for a game 5 or not.
Now this one gonna be finding its way over to the corner. Shaded trying to shut down a counterattack. Made his Nate, gonna lob this high. Doge with an absolutely much needed touch. This one's still very dangerous, gonna get hit away. DJ now with the final chance of regulation, gonna get denied by Doge. That one gonna hit the ground. We get OT in game 4. We have been blessed with game OT.
It's gonna be a tough one. Wait, Nate already trying to make an attack, but was unable to get there through. Lumity set it up for DJ. The bump up, it could be a follow, but no, Lumity able to recover in time and send it away. Made it Nate over to the corner, tried for a pass, Shaded quick to shut that down, and Spooky getting in the way of every bit of this play of that Flyers are trying to do. trying to give Steelhawks an opportunity. With a nice save, Spooky has had some great rotations for being a sub in on this team tonight. Nate trying to put it over the head of Lumity. DJ now up in the sky, trying to take control, but accidentally bangs it away over to DJ. And Doge, gonna take it. And Nate trying to send it out. It's back and forth right now, and Flyers really need to get this goal if they want to have an opportunity to walk away with a victory.
Yep, Doge now trying to buy some time for his teammate. Gets bumped off the play. Luckily, Lumity was there to continue it. Made his Nate, gonna try to get it out. Shaded there to deny a commit of third man. That could be risky. It's gonna find its way out. No, that one was open. Unfortunately, it's not gonna find its way into the net. Spooky now trying to get this one up the other end of the pitch. Does a great job, but Doge gonna be able to clear this one out. DJ trying to stop any offensive push. A bump coming out, nobody back. Shaded needs to scramble, try to get this one back to safety. Can he get a good touch? Yes, he does. And this one going to be, well, I don't know what to say.
Wow, Nate almost had a pitch. Spooky! Spooky! The dagger, the finisher, the push, and the goal. It is what Steelhawks were needing. They take it in Game 4. This series is over, and the Flying High Steelhawks are gonna be the victors of the night. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually kind of expecting a Game 5, so I'm shocked, but I am impressed, and I have to say congratulations to the boys over there.
Yep, congratulations. Both teams played well, especially with a sub. That game looked for the most part like a normal challenger game, even though there was 2 subs in play. They played fantastic Rocket League, both squads. Unfortunately, in OT, anything can happen, and Steelhawks going to be the one to get that golden goal and end it in 3-1, avoiding game number 5. Great game coming out from both of them.
Yeah, I have to say congratulations to them, and Flyers, great performance. You guys put on quite the heck of a match. I have to say, like, I was impressed. I might say, that was really good. Congratulations, though, to Steelhawks, a well-deserved win, and that was our matchup of series for the night, and we'll run through a quick breakdown of how that went now that we have seen exactly all of our matches go through. We started off our evening with Rochester Rhythm. Again, that was a 3-0 to Kansas, that was Rhythm who won to Kansas City Outlaws. Then Buffalo played against Kansas City Outlaws, and they won 3-2. Burnsville Inferno was the match before this one. They lost 0-3 to Bemidji Lumberjacks. And then we just had our matchup of St. Cloud Flyers to Fargo Steelhawks, which Steelhawks took the 3-1. Man, V-Storm, that was a crazy matchup, and you got to be here for those two. I mean, you have to say that was pretty good play.
Oh, yeah, of course. Always a pleasure to be on the desk, and even more so when we get some epic games like that. Glad to be here and glad to witness such amazing games. Congrats to both teams, and congrats to Steelhawks for the win on the night.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to them. And I wish we could get like maybe a player interview, but I know that they're probably ready to unwind from all the intensity that they had from match wise. But yeah, V-Storm, thank you so much for joining me on the desk for these 2 matches. Yep. I really appreciate it. It's happening to have to run a solo. But everybody, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We are going to sign off here, and we will catch you guys. Let's see here. We still have another stream tomorrow, 2:45. So tune on in. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.
play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Press play. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Don't pause, press play. Press play. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play. I wanna hear what you got to say. Press play. Press play. Don't pause, press play.